Welcome to the Porch Bois podcast. I am, of course, John, and I'm joined by my more than incidentally retarded co-hosts, Seawall and Midget B. Come
Greetings.
settle
Howdy.
down, have a drink, and come hang out with us on our porch. How you boys doing?
Doing well, thank you. I'm glad to be here again this evening.
Yes, dude,
Yeah,
this is almost like a commitment at this point for you, isn't it?
it's difficult, but this is about the best you're going to get out of me.
I like it, dude. I've been trying to get you to do a podcast for how many years? Like 5 or 6?
At least.
Something like that. At least that long, yeah.
and it took bringing my ass
finally-
into this to get him to join for some stupid
That's
reason.
right.
Well,
guys have
for one
like
thing,
you guys have like
Seawall,
polarizing. You guys have like polarizing autism, so like, they kind of draw each other.
also,
draw towards each
Seawall
other.
does all the technical stuff. So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
in that
I-
regard,
I am the not
it
gay
makes
Jared.
everyone's life easier. It makes everyone's life easier. So,
Absolutely.
that's not something that John nor I would have to handle.
Right.
So,
'Cause
it
That
makes
was
our
the deal
lives
with yeah. That's always been my deal. Is like I can't do the tech stuff. I mean, I can do it a little bit, but like not to the extent of what Seawall set up here. This is awesome. I love this picture. I love this background. I love our little avatars here. This is fantastic.
I would like to note the technical work here as the same level of effort as chewing gum and Balin wiring it together. Just to be completely honest.
I mean, for one touched with the awesome power of autism as yourself, yes, of course, this is nothing. But to us mere mortals, this is actually quite a feat.
It is,
Behold.
especially in my case, to even have me here 3 weeks in a row on the same day at the same time is really something. You guys don't understand the haywire going on in the background of
But yeah, well,
my
we
life
can't
right
hear
now.
it, so
That's nice for you.
that kind of background, yeah, man, that's got to be crazy. Definitely tell us about it off the air, or unless you're willing to share it. That's up to you.
No, I
I don't
think
know how
we.
personal you're trying to try. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
However, it involves a lot of pets, and they're all very, very active.
Oh yeah, well, I'm aware of the pet situation over there, at least for the most part, unless there's like new updates.
No.
Just as
Okay,
long as
so
you
then,
don't,
yeah,
just as long as you don't pull an Australia or an ATF on them, I'll be fine with you.
Well, for those listening, I've got plenty of pets, so
yeah, it's true.
and they require a lot of attention. And so to get me here and like I said, on the same day at the same time, it's been fun. I think it's what keeps me coming back.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it might be
Let's get over to.
and it might be
What's that?
it might be all so tiresome, but somehow
Oh, yeah.
you get a little recharge from us.
Right, it does help to share the burden for sure.
Yep. So I think John, you wanted to go to the memes.
No, I wanted to go to the chat first.
Oh,
Let's
to
go
the
hang out with
chat.
the chat for a second.
Let's see.
We actually have a chat this time, yeah.
Yes. Well, not only
Yeah,
that, but
Jay Edgar.
I am just to let you guys know, I am slowly figuring out how
Uh-huh.
to incorporate the chat directly in the broadcast. Haven't done it
Yeah,
quite
that'll be
yet,
cool.
but I'm working on it. For now, I've gotten it to the point where I actually have it in OBS.
What
Nice.
Okay, so you can see it while you're doing your thing.
Well, I always be able to see it, but I had it on a different window. Now I have it incorporated directly into my OBS. Next stage is to put it into the stream broadcast itself.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Word up to Quest Fanning. I'm on beer number 3.
Nice, dude. I'm on whiskey. I'm sorry, bourbon number 2.
Oh, is that all?
That's it so far.
And
So
I'm just
far.
drinking water right now because someone's got to keep this tech show rolling.
That's
Please
right,
do.
dude. You are a designated
No, eventually
streamer over here.
you will get whiskey drinking Seawall one of these days.
I want to see drunk Seawall. would be
Drunk
funny.
Seawall has never been seen on this earth before, actually.
That's what I'm saying. It's the first time for everything, man. I'm a bad enough influence. I'll do it to you.
Yeah, you can count on that.
I'm going to tell you right now, John, you are not the worst influence among my friends group. I have someone far worse.
Okay, I might not be the absolute worst influence, but I'm the worst influence in the right way. If I can
Yeah,
say that
he's a
without
good
sounding
bad
totally
influence.
homosexual.
He's like the best best worst influence you could hope for.
That's right, dude.
I mean,
Again,
you could have
I
a
already
lot
have
worse.
another one of those that's
Could
better.
have a lot worse. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, otherwise things are good. I mean, I'm glad to be here. It's cool. It keeps me coming back. I hope everyone out there is enjoying themselves as well.
But to the chat so far, we've got our buddy Jay hanging out there. We got Highleaf rolling up the half track, bro.
Yeah, that's right,
Oh
dude.
yeah, you guys and your half tracks. You guys are so cute together. Do you park them next to each other and like cover them with matching camo tarps?
No.
Like...
No, he's rolling up in the quad 20 mil. I'm in the one carrying the flak 88.
It's
Right.
different.
It's totally different.
Yeah, I'm close to the front lines. He's making sure my ass doesn't get shot up by aircraft.
I bet he's covering
Hopefully.
your ass, yeah.
So
I stepped into that one. I will freely admit, I stepped into that one.
You did, yeah.
you do that a lot. It's funny. You did it off air the other day. The
Yeah.
other people weren't here for that one, but it was a good one.
Yeah.
But it is,
Yeah.
enjoyable. I've had an interesting week. Things are going well at work, but in the personal life, like I do the nerd stuff you guys know about.
Mhm.
And well, it's picking up. I've been a lot more productive in the output of new models with paint jobs. So,
Oh yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
We should try to get you a GoPro at some point, and you can like set up a little camera and record yourself.
Yeah. Just
I
stream and like stream of consciousness while you're painting.
don't think that would be a good idea.
Or we just or he records it, sends it to me. I speed up the footage and put lo-fi beats to
chill beats to it. Yeah, that would be that's actually not an awful idea, except I think the content wouldn't be very good.
I mean,
I'm trying to get our channel. I'm trying to prevent our channel
from getting cool. Absolutely.
I'm trying to prevent our channel from being yeeted off of existence.
Well, we should post like interesting hobby related content.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something maybe I could do with a good lighting setup, and maybe I could go to a good setting, and focus on the build and paint. And next thing you know, you got a couple videos out of it.
Well, not only that, but I haven't gotten one yet, but currently on my list of things to get, it's a 3D printer. So
that would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, probably for you. One of my friend group who I play with has one, and it makes his life a lot easier. I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, if you can get me the models, I'd be more than happy to print stuff out for you and ship it to you.
There's a bunch of ways to get it.
Yep.
I was talking to someone else the other day who was actively running a print file at the store, and he pays creators who create good freaking models, and you can print them out, and you can buy the files, and it's not expensive, and you can print them as many times as you want.
That's awesome.
No wonder.
And he's got a couple big, good-sized armies with like really interesting model types that are fairly unique.
No wonder GW is cracking down so hard these days.
Yeah, you can believe it. You can believe that.
Because they're probably watching their bottom line fall out from under them.
Proliferating, absolutely. It's proliferating.
Oh, yeah.
Well, some of these designs are, of course, just different enough to the commercial ones that they're their own thing, technically. They're individually designed.
Yeah.
And
the problem is GW took a lot of prior art from existing militaries or other sci-fis, so you can't fully crack down on it.
Boy, GW is a long story by itself.
Oh,
we don't have time for tonight.
No, we don't have a long time for that, but we do have memes.
Yes, we do have memes.
Let us behold the memes.
But real quick, let's finish up with the chat real quick. Just real quick, it's because Fanny's saying what's up, buddies, and I say
wants
what's
to
up.
hang out in Tennessee
on International Beer Day. Yeah, that's what I want to get to. Is who's in or near Tennessee? Our good buddy Steven is over in Tennessee.
Yeah,
that,
dude.
I don't think anyone else is.
Down out in Stuckey.
What's all that?
No,
South Kentucky. Yeah, you're talking about South Kentucky, right?
No, Tennessee is way better than Kentucky. All right.
Yeah, Stucky.
Well, let's see.
That's way better
Highleaf is
than
chilling,
Kentucky, for
playing
sure.
GTA. That's pretty dope. Maxing out,
Nice, dude, with
relaxing,
his
man.
close buddies, dude. Cool, man. Close buddies are fun.
Yep.
Do some
Speaking of close
things
buddies,
to some
got two of them right here.
public servants in the game in GTA, of course.
Well, it kind of speaking
GTA,
of
boy, defensively.
GTA,
That's right,
and
defensively in
kind of
GTA.
speaking of GTA and yeeting things, China yeeted a chatbot.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Bash
those
communism.
AI bots, I'd love to have been able to share more about them. They're pretty spicy. They can be
Oh yeah.
pretty
Oh, yeah.
spicy.
Also remember, boys, death is preferable to communism.
I see. Well, I think a few of us can agree.
Absolutely.
And remember, every man
this
has
one's
two
kinda
fantasies.
Wholesome, I suppose.
Oh God, Weebery.
It is kind of weeby.
Well,
This
that's
is
the image.
This one's your
Fucking-
fault, by the way. This is Seawall's fault.
I got it elsewhere,
Yeah,
man.
Seawall,
I'm just sharing it.
with that weakness. Oh man,
That can't
dare
be
you.
shown.
I know.
The-
You don't show weakness to the world, man. That's very private.
Well, you did okay. This is in a private setting.
No, back to the AI bots, though. I mean, how many of those have been yeeted recently?
Oh God,
Yeah.
Look, if this was the world of Shadowrun or Cyberpunk, where people would break into mega corporations.
Oh yeah.
I would not be opposed to somebody breaking into Microsoft in that world setting. That's totally fantasy,
Right.
And
In
getting Tay
Cyberpunk.
out of there and liberating Tay,
Release Tay.
free Tay.
What's this next one?
Oh, this is
yeah,
a Star
okay,
Trek
it's
meme.
this guy.
Yeah, this
All
guy,
right.
Star Trek meme.
All right, what's it say? I just blew up.
We just blew up a Cardassian children's hospital, Jen. Free Bajor. It's in reference to what was it? Droning a
Yeah, a little kid. A
yeah.
bunch
droning
of
some
little
kids.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
yeah.
Oh man.
And we got some peak fucking Reddit here.
I love me some Reddit.
Oh yeah, this one's great.
To every asshole
gonna read
who
it?
told people who can get pregnant that they were being irrational when they feared their abortion rights were being taken away, fuck you.
Very
Yes,
strongly about
people
hang on.
who can
that.
get
Keep reading it, or just
The,
go down to the edit.
The edit.
Just go down to the edit. That's
The
what
edit.
really
The edit
matters.
is peak Reddit. I tried to be inclusive with
this
my
is-
title, but as you can see, I bungled the last bit by referencing women specifically losing their rights. I am well aware that people can get pregnant and not identify as a woman. So more people than women are losing their rights. I am so sorry that I didn't continue my
I
inclusive
was gonna
language.
say, hey, down front, like we're
to
in
the last
way.
part of the post.
Text.
This was completely unintentional, and I am so sorry. I am choosing not to edit my original post and remain honest of the fact that I fucked up.
Oh Lord.
I would like to
Yeah,
note
it's
that
that
whoever did this
performative.
downvoted it.
It's that
Whoever
performative,
screenshotted it.
like,
Yeah.
apologetic, like
Well,
refusal to stand up for factual correctness.
okay. Remember, boys.
Or refusal to stand up for himself against the mob. That's the biggest thing. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
refusal to
pretty
stand
awful.
up for yourself. Saying I'm being whatever it's called, right? Piled on by an internet mob, and you just give in. That is the worst thing you can do. Probably the best thing you can do is just kind of sign off and wait for it to stop.
Well, you guys
But
remember
if I'm
back
failing that,
in
you could just be like, "Fuck you guys." I said what I said. That's it.
You guys
Like,
remember
that's
back
the
in the
second best thing you can do.
mid-10s when the feminists were saying, if you can't get pregnant, you don't have a right to have an opinion on abortion.
Yeah, of course.
I think we're that was before the
We're a
days
little
of
past that, though.
progressivism. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're progressive
So they
now.
kind of
We're
shot themselves.
intersectional
They kind of
now.
shot themselves in the
Those
foot.
are turfs. Those are
Yeah, those are
turfs.
turfs now, for
But
real.
here's the
You
thing now.
spit when you say the word turf.
Yeah.
You spit
I
on the
like how they're
ground.
still radical feminists, though, even though they're
Oh
trans
yeah,
exclusionary.
well
They're still
that
radical
makes
feminists,
them
though.
radical, of course.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's
Some
Exclusion
more
of
peak
men.
Reddit. Though we're not sure if this is real or not, but it's pretty peak Reddit.
Yeah,
Yeah, jury's out on this one, everyone.
I
who
tried to
might not.
validate and I couldn't. But that username does exist, so I don't know.
For 10 years it's existed.
Yeah, it was something like 10 years I think it was, yeah.
Yep, fully vaccinated since April. I currently have COVID and am isolated. Caught it from my fully vaccinated coworker. Tired of people not getting vaccinated.
Right. Well, that's what called that last sentence is what called this into question whether or not
Yeah.
that can be real. Because I understand that there's a huge lack of self-awareness on maybe that particular side of the political aisle, but that is a little bit much. That is it's like way too on the nose of what a stereotypical person from that side would do or say.
Later, High
And
Leaf.
when that happens, oh, see you, High Leaf. Yeah, so when it's right on the nose like that, it becomes very suspicious in my mind. Just because it's just too on the nose. Like almost no one fits all the stereotypes, and this person's hitting quite a few of them.
I think I recall seeing a screenshot of this with a reply to it that said exactly what John was getting at. Like, you can't be serious.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's
yeah.
what these old accounts are good for, is like getting into, they have no karma, they have no real
Right.
post history, so they can get into kind of any sub and make a post and then, screenshot it, of course.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Absolutely.
black propaganda out there floating
False
around.
flags, all that fun jazz.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
man.
But moving right
so-
along, this one we're very certain is a real post.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like my wife's boyfriend.
I don't either, dude.
Fuck
I don't
that
like
guy.
your wife's boyfriend either. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
God.
new. How cute. Yeah,
Oh,
scroll
God.
down just a little bit.
I can't really scroll down too much, but a little bit. There we go. But, oh, God, some of the...
Do you want me to read it?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
some of that's making me cringe.
My wife and I are new to polyamory. I almost said polygamy. Polyamory. And her first boyfriend seems like a nice guy. They've known each other for a long time, but live far apart, so everything's virtual at the moment. But our daughter and I are bisexual. Whoa, hang on. What does that even mean? And this guy votes for people who actively harm and dehumanize LGBTQ people. Yeah, so he's probably a MAGA dude, which I guess makes a lot of sense. My wife's not thrilled about that either, but I think it makes it hard for me to be supportive. When she's chatting with other guys from dating apps, I'm excited to hear how it's going and looking forward to her going on some dates once we're out of the pandemic. But this other guy I have zero respect for. Can others share any similar circumstances? So basically, she found herself a MAGA chud Chad, and he's not liking that, which is sad for him. I mean,
How unfortunate for the poor
yeah.
joy boy.
That's the thing. Is there's actually a legit fetish out there for mostly obviously leftist women who are really into misogynist MAGAs.
Yeah, can I interject?
The stereotype. Yeah,
Can I interject some memes here?
Sure.
absolutely.
All right, let's see here what I've got that's appropriate. Some of these aren't. No, these aren't actually the ones I was hoping to find, but I'll share some other screenshots and articles. Anyway, yeah, of the chud, let's let's exemplify the chud. Anyway, go ahead and move on, and I will.
Some technical weebery, but it's more of a tech meme. It just uses that format. I made a program that loops 4 times. It crashes after 125 loops. Error on line 85. There are only 17 lines.
Wow, that's some programming shit.
Well, the thing is,
Cool.
I've done some hobby programming in the past, and that's how it goes.
Oh yeah. Well, here's one, and then I think I've got 1 or 2 that look like this. Where's it at? Oh no, I don't have them named by the convention, I thought. Oh well, you guys, I'll share more in the Discord if you guys join. And maybe next time on the show.
But we got the chud. We got the chud up.
We got the
If you guys
chud.
haven't,
All right, we got the chud.
Hang on. Let me plug us real quick, guys. This is a point where you say, hey, on the Discord, we have. If you guys haven't joined the Discord already, make sure you do that. Links in the description. Great time. You can see all these memes, even ones that we can't show on YouTube. In the shit posting section,
especially the ones you can't
especially
show on
those.
YouTube.
There's lots of spiciness going on over there, so make sure you go and join that if you haven't already. Boom.
We're talking ghost chili levels of spice here, guys.
Yeah.
Ghost chilies. Also, if you join, you might be a chud like this guy.
Oh, you most certainly are.
Yeah,
you most certainly are that guy.
folks.
Your physique is ridiculous after you join. It's crazy. Also, results may vary.
That's right. That's right.
You also may get cancer.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you may or may not get cancer as well.
You might get cancer.
Nope. Here we go.
Well,
back to where we were.
Yes, indeed.
Now this meme, that moment when you realize the pleasant chuckle was predestined by God before he formed in you in your mother's womb. He elected this chuckle for you. God, I'm fucking tired tonight.
Oh, boy, yeah, you're making us all feel it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? Let's get back to the show. So,
moving right along.
You got some more memes?
Yep. This is my greatest achievement. I call it a human. Magnificent, stunning. That's just an ape with anxiety.
He gets yeeted out the window.
The fall of Lucifer.
That's funny.
Some more Star Trek memes.
Nerds. No, that's right. Star Trek's cool.
Well, there's Captain Sisko.
Can John maybe explain that one to us?
I mean, these are just different qualities of of all the different captains. Apparently, where Cisco looks like he's on the top, which I disagree with.
All right, and then
Cisco wasn't even a captain. First of all, god damn it.
No,
right.
He was promoted to captain in season 3.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like to start with, he wasn't.
He was a commander.
I mean, there's no other. Yeah, he was a commander of a space station. Well, not even a ship. I mean, I understand that it's the same rank and that it carries the same power. That's fine, but that's why those first couple seasons were boring in DS9.
Well,
they were all in one place.
So were the first couple of seasons of all
too.
Star Trek
You're
shows.
right about that.
All Star Trek shows'
first
first couple of seasons are rocky.
I don't know.
Well, so firstly, the original season only had 3 seasons. The original series only had 3 seasons. So, and all of them were stellar. Yeah, I agree with
Cisco,
the first season on the Next Generation for sure. The first season was a little rocky.
Well, the thing is, it turns out the first season, a lot of those stories were meant to be the original series storylines. They just modified them. So that's why they're so clunky in comparison to the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
Cisco,
the introduction to Q was fucking sweet.
Cisco, I can live with it. The emissary of the prophets. Captain of the USS Defiant, only Federation ship designed for war. Femman, inspirational father. Child of an alien god, then became one. And look, we got Picard in his proper fucking place. Right down there.
So, yeah,
well,
all
fuck
right.
off.
Kirk,
Dude,
Archer,
fuck Janeway and fuck Archer. I don't even know anything about Archer because I watched like 15 minutes of the first episode of Enterprise and I couldn't stand it. Janeway sucks. Like, Cisco's all right. And then Picard is number one with...
Have you seen what Picard is up to these days?
Yeah, dude,
not interested.
He's been
not interested.
Low.
No. That's not... Hang on. That's not canon. All right.
You're right.
We're talking about canon. Actual Star Trek here?
Yeah,
we're talking about actual Star Trek here.
We're not talking about Kurtzman Trek.
Right.
Fine. But here we go. The maiden voyage of the Titanic was an extraordinary success. Joe Biden.
Well, of course.
Biggest lifeboat launch in history.
That's right. The biggest lifeboat launch in modern times.
That's funny.
The evacuation of our era. The clusterfuck of our epoch.
Dude, I like that word, epoch.
Epoch.
Oh, here's another nice one. The hardest part of 14 days to flatten the curve is the first 18 months.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that. After that, smooth
Kevin Sorbo. He's still scoring dunks.
He's still a thing.
Oh yeah, dude. He steadily scores dunks on Twitter. How do you not know this?
I don't follow him. The only thing I remember him from is that movie, God's Not Dead. That's the only thing I know him from.
Some women posting their L's online. He proposed to the girl he dated after me.
Got him. That's funny.
You could just see the female fucking rage in that tweet.
Oh, yeah. That's that whole, like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. What do you mean?
Everything's fine.
I'd put money on the fact that she was the one who dumped him.
Go ahead and go to sleep. Oh, yeah, probably, yeah. Especially since she's all beaten up about it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you'll be fine. Just tell your cat about it. You'll be all right.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't mind seeing bitter roasties posting their L's. I don't know this woman, so
also the Babylon Beef gave us a great COVID safety chart.
I'm sure she's fine.
About what is safe and what is not safe.
She's the best. She's a catch, right?
Yep.
What a shame for him.
Right. So these are things that are unsafe and unsafe with COVID.
Yeah, safe and unsafe.
Unsafe.
Yep. Thanks.
Worshipping in a small church. Yeah.
That's right.
Worshipping in a small church, not safe. Rioting in a massive crowd, totally safe. Well, they were all wearing masks. I get that.
No. Actually, not all wore a mask, and pointing that out is bigoted. By the way.
Well, more than that, this is factually true. This has been fact-checked. Did you guys not see the study that these protests actually reduced the spread of COVID?
Oh my god. Is that a real study? Let's find it. Oh my god.
Well, it's a real headline.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, technically speaking, the headline pointed out that medical experts believed that the BLM protests would reduce it because it reduced the number of people in the streets.
Wait, it's reduced the number of people in the streets?
Yeah, because people aren't going to, shopping malls or restaurants during a massive protest.
Oh, well, yeah, because they're burned. Well, yeah, but they're all in the street anyway. Whatever. I'm not going to try and argue with.
Yeah, because all those businesses that they would and restaurants that they would be patronizing are burning to the ground. So it actually reduces.
All the things, hugging grandma's unsafe, but screaming at grandma outside a Trump rally totally safe. Sporting events unsafe. Sporting events where athletes are kneeling in protest is safe because it turns out that taking the knee scares COVID away.
Right.
It's in fear. It flees in fear of the solidarity of everyone's collective immune systems. Let's see. Yeah, of course, shopping at a small business is unsafe. That's why we can all go to.
Yep. But looting that same business, that's completely safe.
Absolutely. You're in, you're out.
Of course, yes.
I mean, you're hardly in there 15 minutes. That's not what the CDC
Yeah, I mean,
classifies as prolonged exposure.
right. You can only carry so many TVs before you got to go
But
back to the truck. I
I've got
mean,
That's
some.
right.
I got some dudes posting their W, something really wholesome.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. How it started, how it's going.
Sharon or Shannon. That's a right proper
it
Irish
is. It
pair.
is right and
there.
proper.
Yeah. A father walking his daughter to school
Aw, that is very wholesome.
at 3 different levels of education too.
Well,
Right.
isn't it nice to think that there is a place that your memory can serve you, remains more or less unchanged, and you can go back to it at a time,
Yeah.
Not many places like that exist anymore. A lot of things get wrapped up in the whirlwind of progress. And, as we know, diversity becomes everybody's strength. And, that strength, of course, lends itself well to the dilapidation and reconfiguration and, recombobulation of all of those things that might have been meaningful in our lives and to our families.
Also,
And it
gentlemen,
all gets mixed up and fucked.
Trump did something horrible in a final act of insurrection. He gave the presidential book of secrets to Nicolas Cage.
We're gonna get a movie soon.
Shit.
Well, you can be guaranteed
dude.
that he'll put his all into the character. Nick Cage will act his ass off in this movie.
He always does, man. I like
He
Nick
can-
Cage, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I like
Nick Cage has 2 speeds: solid movie and fucking insane, so bad it's good.
Well, and they're both good movies. And he
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, other than being a little over the top, the National Treasure movies aren't bad.
Yeah, no, I mean they're solid movies. I
Yeah, I
mean, they're
mean,
not
you know.
like they're not going to make you scratch your head or anything. But they're enjoyable. Just sit down and just watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Saint's in the chat here. He's greeting his fellow experiments. I don't know what he means. I'm in the control group, bro.
Yeah, we're in the control group, but it's just part of the experiment. Technically,
he's talking about us
Yeah.
being in a simulation.
Oh, I see.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
he
I
claims
get
he is just a program
it.
within the
gotcha.
simulation.
Is he an AI truck driver? Is he an
Yeah.
automated truck driver?
He is obviously he'd have to be an automated truck driver.
Also,
But have you guys seen? Well, let's get back to the Nicolas Cage thing.
Oh.
Dude, favorite Nicolas Cage movie? Have you guys ever seen Matchstick Men?
no, I haven't.
Oh, that was a good film.
Dude,
Matchstick.
seriously,
Man.
it's my favorite Nick Cage movie. It is absolutely
He's
phenomenal.
been in
Go
so
check it out.
many.
Yeah, that was my favorite. Check it out. It's phenomenal.
Matchstick, man, I haven't seen that movie in like 10 years. And it's like, isn't it like a 25-year-old movie? Like, wasn't that made in like 97?
No. Let me see. I'll look it up, but no, definitely not that long ago.
But moving right along.
2003.
Okay, so I was about 5-6 years off.
7 to be exact.
So it is, though. It's about what, 14 or 15 years old now.
Oh shit! Hang on a second. I think we just got a contribution from our man Quest over here on. He bought us a beer. He says Skull, which I'm pretty sure is some kind of vodka, isn't it?
Nice.
And also dip. Badass, man. Thank you, Quest.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, he bought
May
us a
I
beer, which I
take
believe
him
is
up on
$5.
that? Can I excuse myself for just a moment while I take him up on that beer?
Sure, go ahead.
Please do,
one
sir.
second, you guys. I wish at this point we could, play some ice rattling around in a cooler.
Oh, didn't we have that last week? We had that last week.
I pulled up a very quick clip of that in the background.
I
We
see.
got time.
Okay.
Yep.
That's right.
We
You
got
got time. All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we had to get that soundboard going, man. I know. I'm not saying you to do like, oh, right now, just over time. Quest Fanny says there aren't any good movies since 2001. Sir, you are incorrect.
Don't worry, I've got the clinking on stream now.
I can't do that. I have a whiskey stone. I don't have any ice because I'm not a little bitch. Damn. I was gonna try and do it like for real, but my stone doesn't move around with whiskey in the glass.
My dad stole my whiskey stones.
That's unfortunate. I mean, it's not like they're expensive. You can get more, but
Oh, I can. I'm just
that is
lazy.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I usually drink Pendletons, so you can get away with ice. It's not high quality, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm drinking Gentleman Jack, which is a bourbon. I keep saying whiskey, but it's technically
a bourbon is a subset of whiskey.
Yeah, no, I know, but some
just like
some
rye, just like
snobs will get.
scotch.
Yeah, I know. Some snobs will get like, oh, that's actually a bourbon. Well, yeah, I know. Oh man. Let's see, the greatest. Okay, Saint says the greatest Nick Cage movie of all time is Con Air, and that's not up for discussion. Yeah, you're right. It's not up for discussion because you're wrong. Obviously, Matchstick Men, sir, is the best Nick Cage movie.
You know what? Fuck it. Best Nick Cage movie? Ghost Rider 2. Fight me.
Oh God, that's worth fighting over. Stop.
Yeah, I will allow you
You're
to
just
die on this hill.
yeah. Go ahead. I'll contribute to the firepower. But I am obviously back. But what was his suggestion for best Nick Cage movie?
Con Air.
Oh, Saint was saying Con Air.
Also a really good movie. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been in so many good movies.
Oh,
Yes.
dude, Ed's talking about do the Twitter thread. What do you think, boys? Should we?
Yeah,
should we listen to the chat?
We should move
or
on.
should we tell?
You know what?
Or should we tell the chat to
I
fuck
will
themselves?
I will do the Twitter thread on one condition. Jay, you must commit to becoming governable.
No, don't ask him that. We've been on memes now for like half an hour.
Yeah.
So real quick though, well, we've also gone in and out talking about other things, but so speaking of digression, Saint makes a good point. Saint knows me over here. He says, but when you say whiskey, you usually mean Irish whiskey, and he's 100% right about that.
That's right.
When I say whiskey, it's usually Irish whiskey.
Irish
so that's
whiskey's
why I
tasty.
kind of made the distinction. Oh, it's super good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost too good. Like it's
There's
actually
only
dangerous.
There's only
for
one
me to
type of
drink
whiskey
it, 'cause I
I'm
will not
personally not a
stop.
fan of. I'm not a fan of rye. I've had rye before. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Quest Fanning
it's a
says
little like
Blue Boy.
it's a little
But yeah, let's
That's
try to
hilarious.
push through these memes before we get caught
That
too
is good.
down. So,
all right, yeah, let's do that.
But I
He's
don't
in
like
so many good
conservatives in
movies.
red states. Then why do you move here?
Right, because their
Because
states suck.
because of the low cost of living and the available property and the general well-meaning attitude of people who just want to leave you alone. And then what do
Right.
you know? Wouldn't they come in and fuck all that up with their bad attitudes and their
Well, fortunately,
shite
Texas,
policies.
we've had a brilliant idea. We tricked them to go to Austin, and we have them completely surrounded.
Can you just wall them off?
That is Operation Lone Star. Just so you know.
All right. Well, let's
Operation
not
Lone Star.
speak of the operation on.
Yeah, true. On open
comms.
channels. Here we go. Having a goth girlfriend in the 21st century.
I'm gonna do kinky and weird shit to you. Were you guys gonna read Wojak?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't play both parts.
I'm
Oh,
the narrator here, so that means
Best
John's
day
the
of my
boyfriend.
life.
All
Best
right.
day of
Having
my
a goth
life.
girlfriend in the 4th century.
There was a time when the sun was not, ergo Christ is not God.
Foul barbarian harlot, you vomit Aryan heresy. Repent before you wed me. Yeah, that's fucking hot too. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we got some Soylent memes.
I'm glad to have contributed something to this evening's show. These guys. Well, yes, indeed. I guess these come in like
Oh my
square
God.
bottles with round lids.
Oh my God, dude, are you serious?
I just looked at that.
Real,
I'm going. Seriously? Look, I get that some
How?
lids on containers can be tight, but Jesus Christ, all you have to do is squeeze the bottle a bit harder.
Yeah.
It's a square bottle.
Use your shirt to like give you traction if your hands keep slipping, like something. Like you can do something
I've
that's
had
not
it
like
with water bottles
complaining
before.
to the soy company. Yeah. Like,
That they make their bottles too hard to open.
too hard
for your...
to open.
And then this
I
fucking
legitimately
contraption
hurt
exists.
my hand.
Oh my God.
I had to start asking my coworkers. Could you imagine?
Oh my God.
Soy Jack walking up to his coworkers with a bottle of
Dude.
Soylent and be like, could you please open this for me?
You know how
God,
I would
how
respond
pitiful.
with that? If something like that happened and I could get away
Dude,
with
I
it,
don't know. If I
I'd
could
pull out
help
my
it.
pocket knife and cut the top off and hand it back to them.
I don't know if I could help it. I would probably just start laughing and be like, "You're fucking you're joking, right?" I mean, my coworkers wouldn't do that shit. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Look, I've had stuck mason jars before, but I know the old
Sure.
trick. You bang it
course,
on the counter.
Of course.
But
It's
this
mostly
is
for like vacuum sealed. Yeah,
Yeah,
like vacuum sealed shit.
Yeah, you try to break the
can do
vacuum.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we got a video of him demonstrating one.
This is how we cope. This is how we cope.
Oh my God. Wait, this is legit. This is a real thing.
This is how we cope with those damn soy bottles. With our soy arms. We can't.
Look, you can see the wrist bone.
So
Son, you need more meat.
Dude.
Go to McDonald's,
dude,
please.
I would usually not advocate that, but I do agree now that you need to go to.
It may be only 5% meat. No, that's Taco Bell. That's Taco Bell. But,
dude, hang on. Don't you be dissing Taco Bell now, okay?
No. Taco Bell's
Right,
decent.
Taco
It's just
Bell,
not a lot of meat in that.
Oh no, it's more than decent.
Life sustaining.
It is manna from the Lord Himself. Okay, Taco Bell is the shit.
Manna from heaven.
I'm actually a Wendy's guy.
See, this is where you and I disconnect. Seawall is that you've never had a belly full of whiskey at 3 a.m. and you see that little bell shining brightly above the Taco Bell, and you just go, "Yes, Lord."
Let's see it again while we're talking. Let's see it again while we're talking.
Yeah.
But Wendy's is also legit. It's got best fast food burgers.
Yeah.
But it's got.
If you're looking for kind of the cheaper style of fast food that's really good, go to Whataburger. It's more of a Texas thing, but Whataburger is like a really high class
meat with a round bun. Yeah, we don't have that here. I've been there in California, but I've never been there here in Florida.
We got Wendy's.
I've got a Whataburger here in town.
Yeah, Whataburger's fucking legit. Whataburger is what McDonald's used to be years ago. Whataburger is what McDonald's used to be. You remember when McDonald's used to be okay? Like 20 years ago?
What?
I was like 11 years. Yeah. I was like 11 years old back then.
Reaching back.
Yeah. We got the soy bot over here.
But yeah, Mijjt, next time I come see you, we'll have to go to Whataburger. I didn't know you had one near you. That's awesome.
And we got something I swear is probably Florida.
We'd have to cross town, by the way, from where I'm at.
Oh.
It's all right. It makes it worth it, dude. It's totally worth it.
But if this isn't a Florida man story, I have no idea where it came from.
Oh, God, yeah.
Pantsless driver dies after being ejected through his sunroof while masturbating to porn on a cell phone when the car crashed and rolled over.
I want to maintain that while this story is true, I did not die.
That's right. You survived it.
That's right. I survived that. I mean, whoever this was survived, obviously.
Yeah, this one I was a little bit
My friend.
iffy on because a lot of the text and the subject matter. But Mijjt, this is up your alley.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's not dwell on this one. I'm
Yeah,
not.
this is a little.
Yeah,
Little too
we
much.
can move on. No, it's a little long.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. It kind of plays on, vax passes being racist. I'm not sure if our audience is aware, but actually the BIPOC community has a fairly proportionally low uptake
Oh my
of the
god, that's one of the
jab.
most ridiculous things, though.
Well, I
BIPOC.
mean, if we're
I take
gonna
a huge issue with
require,
that phrase.
well, I'm not sure how.
Let's move on before we get in trouble.
Yeah,
So, John, I made this one for you.
yeah, he made this one for John.
Yeah, I know. That's a Seawell original. So what happened was I posted the picture in Discord with that caption, like as just text, and then Seawell made it into a legit meme, and so I like it. I like it a lot. I'm proud of it. Yeah, me texting the ladies my boo glowed out.
Mission: go into the woods, find and capture a
Oh
rabbit.
Jesus!
CIA, 24 hours. We used several informants, questioned plants and minerals. After our extensive investigation, we concluded that the rabbit doesn't exist. FBI, time 2 hours. Rabbit resisted, had it coming. I'm FBI.
That's right.
KGB, time 20 minutes. I am a
They
rabbit, and my mother and father were rabbits.
Says the bear.
No, that's a rabbit.
That's right. That's not a
It,
bear.
it
Excuse
identifies
me,
as a
comrade.
rabbit. It identifies as a rabbit.
His mother and father were rabbits. That's right.
We got some green text.
I like green text, so let me take it from here. Be debating opponent. He brings up a very solid point that I was not ready for. Everyone turns and looks at me. I smirk and look at him in the eyes. The room is silent. Say, well, I bet you must be fun at parties. The crowd goes fucking apeshit. Opponent drops out of the debate and kills himself. My face win. Related.
So I can actually confirm that this is true, as I was the my face win. So
That's right. That was your face win.
Yep. Also, a reason why we can't have nice things. Ricky Berwick.
Is this a tweet at us?
No, this is just a tweet he
No.
put out in general.
I see. Okay, I wasn't sure
I
what
can't
the
see what it
context
says.
was because it didn't have any ats in it. He just says he never wants to be there. I'm sure he gets a lot of questions to be
Oh, yeah.
on shitty podcasts. And
Oh, yeah.
you know what?
Oh, probably.
He never wants to be on our shitty podcast, nor yours, nor your
I get it.
neighbors.
Yeah, he's hanging out with those Chad Meta PC guys
Just
right
for
now.
being who he is,
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah.
lame, and you know he's not about that stupid shit. So
Yep.
good for him.
Yeah.
And the
he's-
final
he's-
one of the
he's
day.
fine doing what he's doing. Oh, I like it. That's very
Talk about a
special. Let's just take
jab.
a moment and appreciate.
Yeah, just retire.
Yeah.
All right, so what have we got?
CNN. White
Yes.
supremacists praise of the Taliban
Oh
takeover
my god.
concerns U.S. officials.
Oh,
Real quick,
Lord.
let's do the Twitter thread since we're done with memes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we can do
okay.
okay. I've
I
got it
mean,
pretty much
as
loaded up.
we do have demand, at least a little bit of demand from the chat.
There we
Yeah,
go.
well, let's have a look at chat for a moment, shall we? Let's see.
Click.
Taco Bell, you godless heathens, you're incorrect.
Yeah,
Culinary
blah blah
takes.
blah blah blah
Well,
blah. Right?
Saint,
Yeah,
you know,
bullshit.
he's rather a fast food aficionado, I should think.
He is well traveled. I'll
A
say.
drive-through, a connoisseur.
Yes.
You know?
Quite.
But also, I've got to agree with J. Edgar. Peanut butter does go on bagels.
Yeah, it does. It melts, and it's like the
Yeah, I don't
dopest
care.
thing. All right.
I don't think I care. What was my position previously on this? Because I don't remember. I don't remember having one.
Let's not get into this before we completely trigger Saint.
Okay.
Let's see. POC in the neighborhood still wearing masks. Yeah, there is, statistically speaking, like on a per capita basis, a lower uptake in that community. And I was just getting at, like implying, that maybe requirement of vaccination might be, racist because, they're not down with it. So just a thought.
But moving right
Maybe
along to what the chat demands before we get in trouble again.
All right, well, take it away. Let's see.
I can't really read it. I don't have.
I
It's too
can
small.
zoom in.
Oh, is this a reply to J. Edgar?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so J. Edgar this
That's
is how
how-
this
I
works,
mean-
right? Is this how Twitter works?
Kind
J.
of.
Edgar says, start a business and show us all how it's done. Prove the rest of the world you can run a business without making a penny of profit. And this guy says, participate in capitalism on non-capitalistic terms and show us how it's all done. I suppose that's one way to interpret what Edgar said.
I mean, I
but-
I get what he's saying. Yeah, I mean, if what he believes is true, then that's the obvious answer to give. Like seeing it from his point of view. Yeah, I don't think that he's right. I'm saying that like from his point of view, that is what's being asked of him. So, but it's still just an excuse to like not try.
Pretty much.
Like,
I mean, that's what a lot of these
I plan on
bloviating
doing.
cunts do is not try. And that's their freaking problem.
Look, we've got an
And
entire
that's-
thread here,
Like
guys.
I put. all right.
Well,
Well,
we're
I mean,
getting into the
we can't
context of
just-
it, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
there's more
we're
to
not just
talk
gonna like
about
read
than
it.
just this freaking conversation itself. There's, greater implications here. I mean, there's the
Yeah.
idea that, like, it's
Exactly.
okay to just piss and moan instead of, like, actually giving it a go.
Or giving
Yeah.
do you wonder why
intelligence-
your life is miserable? And it's because you don't do shit. You just sit around
Right.
with your thumb in your ass, freaking postulating, and wishing and theorizing, and the whole time
Yeah.
you're envisioning a world that can never exist because it's squarely in contrast with reality. In every aspect upon which, upon your theology that reality intrudes, like, collapses it. Like the briefest freaking encounter, and so it's awful to think that, like, excuses and theosophy are replacement for, like,
and it gets
effort
worse in
and
this
personal
chat.
responsibility.
It gets worse in this chat. Please save it for the worst.
All right, well, I think
I do want to point out one quick thing, quick, because it's from the chat, so it's very quick. Saint says, this was an awesome thread, John. That means a lot, dude, because Saint does not ever compliment people. So that's fucking awesome.
But yeah, sounds like an
Appreciate that,
excuse.
Saint.
Put your money where your mouth is. Let's see how this works.
All right, you be J. Edgar. I'll be this guy.
Go ahead, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, be the commie.
You realize what I'm critiquing is a system here, right? Because a system, or a systemic or systems are, always indefeatable. They can't be assailed. These
But
systems
if you know so much, your business will be booming, and you'll prove just how much the system you're critiquing doesn't work. And the whole world will be beating down your door to come and work in your fair and equitable business, where the producers decide what their worth is, I think is what he's trying to go with.
Yeah.
You done setting up your own hypothesis to argue against? You done talking to yourself? I guess this is the point where he's on his high horse and he's like, can't be bothered with this conversation.
You're right.
Like,
I suppose you don't have an argument.
The argument is that capitalism, and this is, oh my god, is this the Mach
Yeah.
or the Bailey? The argument is that capitalism is a system of exploitation.
Well,
Is that
then
the
show
Mach
us
or
how
the
it's
Bailey
done.
there?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. How it's done is abolishing private property as an institution.
Okay, so implement that on a small scale.
It's called a commune, and they do exist. The system of private property gives an advantage to firms which seek profit. I don't know why you would expect the rejection of profit to proliferate from within a capitalist system if established successfully.
Now, John, you got to take over.
All right, so I say, what advantage is that they own property? How did they come to own that property? And then I think he says something else.
Maybe
Yeah,
directly
because
to
he
you.
says something else.
So it gets its
Well,
own
no,
thread.
yeah, I mean,
Isn't that how Twitter works? Like if he replies
I
to
think
you,
so. Yeah, you should be able to.
yeah,
Yeah, there
if
we
he
go. The
replies to you, it
advantage.
gets its own thread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. That's on you, Midge.
All right. The advantage is passive income, which is to say, income that is not directly tied to further labor being performed. Oh God, what
I know, dude.
this exists? All right. Many come to own more property by collecting passive income of property previously owned. As you can see, that's a system that spirals away from equilibrium, which is, of course, desirable.
Yeah, we're already starting off with the premise that that's desirable.
Right.
So I say, why is labor being performed relevant? Labor does not equal value. Does one person owning a house stop you from owning a house? Does a person owning a business stop you from owning a business? Which I think is a very valid point, right? Because you're looking at what we're doing here is looking at the theory that okay, this person so much, so therefore I can't have as much as them, so therefore they're evil. And it's like I'm not sure how that exactly equates. I don't know why that's what I'm trying to get to at this point. Is why that's a bad thing that one person has a lot and you don't have quite as much.
Well, of course it's a bad thing because the equilibrium is on its face desirable, right? That's a premise.
I suppose. I mean, I
Under-
don't think so, but I guess
If we
that's
went worldwide equilibrium based off of current GDP, assuming that number is accurate, that means everyone would get about 10K a year, aka poverty in the U.S.
Yeah, see, we kneecap everybody to make everyone equally shit poor.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, the only way to make people equal is to go to the lowest common denominator. That's how it's always been.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what else.
I mean, any kind of traveling group of people, no matter what it is, whether it be like a caravan or like wagon train or like whatever, it can only travel as fast as the slowest person in that group. That's how these things work. Like when everyone's staying together, right, as in being equally together, they must move at the slowest pace of the slowest, or move at the pace of the slowest person there.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's the same thing with economics.
But we still have more spaghetti, guys. More spaghetti.
That's
All
right.
But we need to be able to like.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
Right
so
here.
he says passive income can
Yeah.
scale indefinitely. The more you earn, whether the stakes are in land or in businesses, the more passive income you can collect. Which, of course, remember, he defined as being with no further labor. Okay, with no further labor. As though that exists.
He's
right.
talking about.
All right.
Yeah,
the more you earn, whether
mythical
the stakes are
capitalist.
in land or business, the more passive income you can collect, which puts you in a better position than others, even when they are of equal merit, to go on purchasing more ownership.
And then I go on to
Right,
say,
thank
and
you.
why is this an issue? Do you not have the same potential to gain passive income for yourself?
Thank you, John.
Right.
Jesus, these people.
That was my point.
I'm really surprised he's even engaging with you in this regard, like on Twitter.
It keeps going.
It does. It really does. It goes
If
for a
I'm
long time
competing
too.
with someone who has already accumulated more ownership than I have, then no, we do not have the same potential, even if we are of equal merit. It's exactly my point. It's an issue because it's inherently destabilizing.
How? So then I say, is something this person is doing stops you from building your own wealth? Do you think wealth is finite? Why does it matter if you have the same amount of wealth as someone else?
Real capital is finite. Fictitious capital theoretically is not. Yeah, let's dismantle the Fed, bro. Let's get started.
Right.
I'm with you,
We're
man.
giving all that fictitious capital. I'm with you right there, yeah.
Dude, let's do it. And yes, this accumulation is why companies like are able to buy up family homes way under their listing price, outcompeting individual.
Yeah.
All right, okay, I want to address this one.
Well, also they're not doing it with their own money. They're doing it with loans from the Fed.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
yes,
and this is my theory.
That's what I wanted to
what
point out
BlackRock
too.
is doing,
Well,
it's a backdoor bailout. It's a backdoor bailout to keep the housing market afloat.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
But
That's
no,
not normal capitalism. It's not normal capitalism.
Right, and that's what both me and Ed both bring up. Like, and immediately next, like those two comments you see are both of us doing that.
Well, okay, so we addressed that.
Yeah,
should we go back to the other thread?
No.
Or
it keeps going with this.
I think this is the end. Yeah, because he does like several answers in a row, which of course makes it difficult
Jesus.
to.
So does each
I'm telling you,
his
dude.
replies get its own fucking thread?
Yeah, it's spaghetti.
Oh, Twitter.
It's spaghetti. It's spaghetti.
I don't. Can we really?
Yeah, we're
We don't
almost
have to go
done.
through the whole thing.
We're
The rest of the
almost done
show.
because the last line is the punchline. And I want to hear the aneurysm.
Yeah.
I want to hear the aneurysm from Mijjt.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. It is not. All right. So where are we in the
Right
conversation here?
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
just
I
went
mean,
from this
like-
one. Yeah, he
hang on, no, we're going-
Okay, fine.
yeah.
Okay,
he replied to
fictitious
himself.
capital.
Yeah.
All right. It is not so much that I want everyone's wealth to be equal. Okay.
That's exactly what he says. Equilibrium.
Okay.
Is that not what?
Not only that, but earlier he
Like-
said that you forget he said that
I can't
passive
even get
income
through
can
this.
be infinite,
Jesus.
while simultaneously
Oh,
saying
my
that
Lord,
wealth
with
is
no
infinite.
further labor.
It's finite.
God. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Wealth
that
is
when
finite, no.
wealth enables
Continue to collect
passive.
it.
It's that when wealth
Yeah.
enables passive income, as it does under. Okay, under capitalism. Oh my god. The greatest share of wealth will tend to concentrate in fewer and fewer hands.
Well, okay, buddy, I can't remember the name. I think it's the Perot principle. I can't remember what it is. It was found by basically a botanist that 80% of the yield comes from 20% of the seeds, and it's also been found elsewhere. 80%
Are we
of the
discussing
matter.
bell curves?
No, not bell curves. These are not bell curves. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Because we
Pump the
could...
brakes. Pump
Yeah.
the brakes.
Okay, all right.
We are talking about a principle. I can never remember its name. Begins with P.
Oh my god.
And what it is basically what this one botanist. I think it was like a monk or a priest that tended a garden. He noticed that 20% of the seeds produced 80% of the yield.
Well, I mean,
And
it's the same for
it
almost
later-
everything.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Like quite the
it's a
phenomenon. It
natural
really is.
phenomenon. 80% of the matter in the universe is concentrated in
Right.
20% of the space of the universe. Also, 80% of the wealth concentrates in the hands of 20% of the population.
I
And
just
that
wanna
was
point-
true
yeah.
in communist societies as well.
I just
course
want to
it
point
was.
out the anti-Semitism of this guy's most recent argument.
Ooh.
Moving along, John.
Get Said, you understand that what you're describing is only possible through support of the government, right? Without them, competition
Absolutely.
is allowed to flourish and naturally redistributes wealth without the need for gulags or bullet-ridden walls. Which I'm pretty proud of that line.
Without
There
the
you go.
need for I mean, that's the
Yeah.
idea is
Yeah.
like violence is not supposed to have a place in the political process.
Right.
That's supposedly the beauty of
And
the
then
idea.
here's where the retardery really starts.
You understand
the
that
next one.
government. Oh my god.
I know, dude.
You understand that government only exists to enforce private property law, right? And no, free competition in a system which upholds private property does not cause resources to tend to be distributed evenly. This is a utopian view of This is a false view. Nobody holds this view of capitalism. No. What do you...
The utopian view of
Marxist.
capitalism... I'll tell you what the utopian view of capitalism is that through competition and innovation, you make living comfortably so cheap, even the poor can do it.
Especially the poor can do it. That's why the poor now live better than they ever have in the entire history of mankind.
Some poor live better than kings.
That's what I'm saying.
Of the old world.
Most poor. Yeah, absolutely. You know why? It's because wealth is not finite. Wealth gathers and gathers and gathers. So even the poor people have way more wealth than kings did back in the day because wealth is not fucking finite. God damn it. Wealth is created all the time. Over and over again. It continues to do so.
Commies. We're making fun of commies.
We're almost at the peak. Come on, John. Come on, John. One more for you, then one for Mijjt.
I didn't say distributed evenly. And didn't you say that wasn't your goal anyway? Oh,
wait, nope, I was wrong. There were a couple more, my bad.
There's a lot of them, actually.
In this tweet, excuse me, right here, you are implying that a redistributive force exists naturally. It does not. Not when private property is oh God, they talk like that. Not when private property is a thing.
Oh my God, they totally talk like that. It's a thing.
Now, John,
it's literally a thing.
This is your last line, I think.
It does. It's called a free market. You could not have anything. Create something that people want, and they will trade with you, thus building wealth that wasn't there before. Resources have been redistributed, and no one has been forced or coerced or stolen from.
Oh damn it! It keeps fucking going.
You're literally.
I'm
describing...
sorry. It keeps going. Sorry, I've been wrong. It keeps fucking going.
And notice in that model, you have not yet introduced private property.
God, yes, it's built into the freaking premise. Dumbass.
Well, this is what is shitty about leftists, right? Is that they have this very narrow definition of what anything is. Like, whatever thing you're talking about, they have this extremely narrow definition. If it doesn't fit in that extremely narrow definition, which can be changed at any time, by the way.
Something else entirely.
It's something else entirely, and is not actually your point, and is actually probably, if it's right or if it's good, then it helps their point. Like, it's absolutely just like the best mental gymnastics in the world. I guess I'll use the word best mental gymnastics, because it's actually like quite a thing to watch happen as it's happening. Like, it's really insane to watch.
Almost as if you can't actually have a free market under capitalism.
Wait, what? Free markets are different than free markets are different than heavily regulated state capitalism.
And here's the aneurysm. Go, Mijjt.
Yes.
Free markets can only exist absent of capitalism. Whoa. That's my drop moment, motherfucker. I got you now.
Yeah, well, let's see what Ed said. I don't remember what he said. Oh, okay, yeah, that's that part.
And he just says, okay. Close. Just says, okay.
Yeah, he just says, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally didn't answer, totally didn't engage with him. I don't know why, but yeah. Totally didn't go, oh, no, actually. Like, he didn't actually, Ed. So, real quick though, because the chat's still going on. I think we should deal with the chat more, man. The chat's kind of cool,
especially liberty and shit.
We got Keytar Bro in there right now. We got based Keytar Bro.
That's right, dude. Steven's chilling.
Says, I like the new show. Good stuff, dude. Can we quote you, Steven? Do you mind? Do you mind if we quote you? In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna copy paste right here.
Put it into Twitter.
I'm gonna.
you know what you should do is as a tagline or something in the introduction flash, like quote or open quote ellipsis good stuff closed quote, and then attribute it to Stephen ignoring.
Yep.
That's what.
I'll put that on. I'll put that onto our starting screen later.
You got to include the ellipses, though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not an accurate quote.
Yeah, I will.
That's
don't
true.
worry.
Yeah.
I can do that.
That's
But
funny.
now on to our the most trusted name in news, CNN.
That's right. I thought it was the Porch Boys.
That's right. It's right. We're way more trustworthy than CNN. I'll
White
give you that.
supremacist praise of the Taliban takeover concerns U.S. officials.
Shit, they're onto us, boys.
That's right. Hey, now that's hurtful.
I would like to put it simply. My position on the Taliban.
God bless them. Let them stay over there. How about that?
Yeah.
No, don't. God bless them. They're pedophiles. They're
Inshallah?
pedophiles. They're pedophiles. Fuck
Oh
'em.
yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Well,
I hope they die. I hope they die of anal cancer. But I'm not gonna, lift a finger
agreed.
otherwise. It's not my country.
Yeah.
Not my people.
Not my fight.
You're not going to inflict them.
Right, not my
anal
fight.
cancer.
No. I hope they get anal cancer and die.
But you'll have naught to do with it.
But I won't do it myself.
That's right. So what are these boys doing? Oh yeah, CNN is reporting on their latest, fact finding in bolstering the narrative that, of course,
As the
white
U.S.-backed
supreme
government in
pizzas
Afghanistan fell to the Taliban and U.S. troops raced to leave the country,
raced.
white
Yeah,
supremacists and anti-government extremists have expressed admiration for what the Taliban accomplished, a worrying development for U.S. officials who have been grappling with threats of domestic violent extremism. That praise has
of
also been
domestic
coupled with a wave of anti-refugee sentiment from far-right groups as the U.S. and others rushed to evacuate tens of thousands of people from the Stan by the Biden admin's
August
first
31st.
deadline. Don't we have over 1,000 Americans currently being held hostage there right now?
That's the deadline. Seawall. There's no more Americans left except the dogs and the hundreds of people.
No, I heard it's
And
over
1,000.
1,000 confirmed hostages.
Oh God.
Well. Oh man, I was about to say something really bad. All right, never mind. The moment's passed. It wouldn't be funny anyway. Move on.
Moments past, moving on. Okay, moving on.
Yep, moment's passed.
Florida will issue
the timing of the joke.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Florida
go ahead.
will issue $5,000 fines to businesses that require people to show proof of COVID vaccination. I think every state should do this. Do you?
Actually, I don't. Well, I need a different voice for this guy. Actually, I don't. And I'd like to see every state mandate that the unvaccinated must wear a mask. So the responsible, he's the responsible. I listen to how they talk. Like, this is how they talk, like they're freaking movie characters. It's like a persona. Wear masks. So I, the responsible individual,
Oh my god.
don't have to.
Oh my god.
Well, also, didn't the
Oh my
CDC just
God,
release
that's so
that the vaccinated are more likely to spread COVID than the unvaccinated?
Irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Wearing masks are good. Okay, you don't understand how this works, Ewell. Wearing masks is like,
But there was a recent Canadian study.
tantamount to moral virtue.
Oh, but the
No.
But
No.
But the
with your white
Canadians-
supremacist racist
but-
study,
no, no.
okay?
But the
No.
Canadians
Canadians
found
are the worst racists ever.
Okay, I was just
I
going to
agree with
say
that, by the way.
that the Canadians found that if there's even I think it's 2 millimeter gap in a N95 mask, which is actually effective on your face, that its effectiveness drops down to 3%.
Yeah, it doesn't
And that's
matter.
an
I'm still going to be
N95.
wearing my entire biosuit. You
Well,
need
the
to wear your
biosuit will work. The
entire
biosuit will work because that's properly sealed.
Right.
So,
All of our teachers,
But,
especially, should be mandated to wear
but
biosuits.
one of our friends of the show, Britt.
Britt, she's going to be a guest sometime. We're gonna start doing guests soon. I just want to get some more episodes under our belt before we start taking on guests.
So we can kind of figure each other out.
Yeah, exactly.
But protesters chant bans
your
off
mama
our
out.
bodies outside the Texas state capitol. Survey says No one wants to have sex with any of you anyway. And let's
Yeah,
go to the video.
It's very true. These poor individuals.
You know,
That one especially.
no,
Yeah,
there's nobody special.
Beautiful
there,
and healthy.
for sure.
She's
But
beautiful
you know
and healthy
what?
at the same time.
You know what? Like, there's gotta be room in life for people who aren't, like, you know.
This dude on the drum is pretty fuckable, I think. Or is that a chick? I can't tell.
Oh, man, John.
Well,
Well,
dude, I did the thing.
I like the salt by Brit. I like that she includes the salt with her handle, just so that you can reach up and get some for that.
Yeah, based on physical size, I'd say probably Ruben-esque body figure.
Ruben-esque.
So not
that's
god-awful.
generous. Hey, wait, no. Check this guy out. This one guy.
This
Check
guy.
this guy out. Check this
Bald
guy out.
bald head, beard, skinny.
Oh boy.
That's an infiltrator. That's a
This is
Oh my
what a
god,
male
we found the
feminist
TF2
looks
spy.
like.
We found the TF2 spy.
This is what a male. This is what a male feminist looks like.
Yes.
Oh my
Though
god.
I won't play the video because it's the same thing. But Tim,
Tim
the
Tool.
gatekeeper, Tim, the gatekeeper pool.
That's right.
Whoa! Anti-vax mandate protests are getting heated. I don't get why Texas though. It's NYC with the most insane medical mandate.
Cute.
Yeah,
I can't tell you. Then
Tim.
no shade at Tim. I know you guys might have your own opinions.
All right.
No shade on Tim, but I can't tell you the last time I watched one of his videos, though. To be honest,
I watched some clips
you.
because he's my left-wing source.
I wouldn't call him.
If he's your left-wing source, bro, I'd hate to see your right-wing source, bro.
For real.
Sargon, to be honest.
You got Pinochet. Like,
Sargon? I wouldn't call him even a right-wing source.
you know, he's more.
I use
a
a couple of
based
yeah.
these days.
He is.
I use a couple of different right wingers to keep track of. So yeah. But yeah, here we go. And now news from 2 weeks in the future. Liberal feels sad for man dying of COVID, then happy after hearing he wasn't vaccinated, and then sad again because he was an illegal immigrant.
The roller coaster of emotions of a leftist.
Out of Grand Rapids, MI local, compassionate progressive, Carter
Brinley. What a great chap.
Is recovering from an emotional roller coaster today. After initially feeling sad for someone dying of COVID, then feeling a perverse thrill after finding out the victim hadn't been responsible enough to get vaccinated, then sad again after realizing he was an illegal immigrant who had snuck across the border. How sad, said Brinley to himself, which quickly followed by, ha ha ha, your face, you stupid anti-vax boomer.
I'll get the voice, oh, how sad, said Brinley to himself quickly, followed by, in your face, you stupid anti-vax boomer, which was quickly followed, of course, by, oh man, what a tragedy. I am very compassionate, Brinley then said to himself.
Yeah.
According to sources, tens of thousands of unvaccinated, undocumented immigrants are being released into the country. Experts say that this is totally fine and nothing to worry about. According to Dr. Fauci, the problem should be solved if we make 2-year-olds wear masks.
That seems like the compassionate thing to do.
Of course,
Brinley added.
Yeah.
As Brinley continued to read the news, his sadness turned to joy once again when he found out that a legal immigrant was an anti-communist refugee from Cuba.
I guess the dummy should have stayed in Cuba where they have the best health care, he said smugly. Did I mention how compassionate I am? Because I'm definitely compassionate.
And Democrats refuse to drink water as it's also prescribed to horses?
Yeah. That's funny.
Derby, Kentucky. God damn it, Babylon B.
Horse water.
Derby, Kentucky. Man. Democrat leaders are moving swiftly to counter rapid glowing misinformation that has led countless right-wing nut jobs into ingesting something that has been prescribed for horses for millennia, water. To counter the rampant
right,
misinformation propagated by pro-water extremists, Democrats now refuse to drink water and urge other progressively minded Americans to follow suit.
All right, I got it. Not only is water prescribed for horses, they actually need water to survive, said local Democrat Thurl Turtlebird, standing outside the town's livestock shop, making sure no one got horse paste or water. With idiots emptying the farm supply store shelves of this precious product, millions of horse lives are now at risk. I think this is something I can... When asked if his refusal to drink water paralleled the left's reaction to the widespread off-label use of ivermectin to fight COVID-19, backed by over...
Oh, you said the I word. Oh no.
Jagger said
dude.
it this morning. Jagger said it this morning. Move along.
All right.
Yeah.
Decades of safety data and billions of doses given in third world countries to eradicate horrifying diseases in humans, Mr. Turtlebird's eyes glazed over. He then looked to the sky and yelled, "Science!" Republicans are now leading a reactionary campaign in reaction to the reaction of Democrats. Leaders are rallying patriots to not only drink water that is prescribed for horses, of course it is, but to also sleep standing up and poop in their yards. That'll own the libs.
Here's another one. Scandal as Newsom campaign produces old yearbook photo showing Larry Elder in blackface.
Yeah, makes sense.
Stephen
is
pointing something out. That's pretty funny. Let's see. Quest says she's doing. Let's check the chat for a little bit here.
Oh, yeah,
I like.
Steven
points out that they need fat
sometime.
camp. I think that's.
Yeah.
I think that's. We can agree on that.
I think that's a healthy choice for them.
I was talking about,
that's good for anyone.
There is a degree of personal responsibility, but there's also a degree of like, holy crap, you're dysgenic. Like, I'm sorry. Like, shit sucks for you. But on the other hand, like, dude, take some pride in yourself and do better because you can. Like, because you can, and all you have to do is try. All you have to do is try. Not enough Doritos bags to keep you safe from them hoes. That's right now. And Steven, of course, also joins me in throwing plenty of shade at Tim.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously what he does is successful. I can't, I get it. I have my criticisms of Tim as well.
Well, he's successful,
I get it,
he also got that Vice money. That Vice investor money.
That's all right.
That was
he
a
didn't
long time
piss it
ago,
away.
dude,
he didn't piss it away. Yeah, that's right. He didn't.
He made something for himself with
ago.
it. I mean, I respect that. Yeah, I respect that.
He didn't piss that shit away. Quest is living in New York City. God damn.
Yeah, dude, the poor bastard.
Hate to have to pull you back from the chat, boys, but we're running on the clock here. So.
All right.
I mean, is it a huge deal if we go over? I don't know if you guys.
It sucks to go over.
Yeah,
I mean, as long as we're enjoying ourselves, it sucks to go over.
That's what I mean, yeah.
We don't have to. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
We don't have to see everything that's in here.
If there's a few things that you think we can skip, feel free.
I mean, we can skip over some of these Babylon B articles,
I'm
sure.
For sure.
We'll go straight to last Babylon B
I
one.
kind of dig the voice thing. That could be a thing. I don't mind
Gavin
doing
Newsom begs
the
Kamala
voice thing
Harris
is awesome.
not to campaign for him.
I would too. Jesus, what a cackling hag.
Sacramento, California. According to sources, Biden is divisively responding to various disasters and crises around the world by sending Kamala Harris to California to campaign for Gavin Newsom.
That's right.
Listen, folks, there is no disaster more serious than Larry Elder winning governor of California, said Biden. I will send my best and most likable campaigner, Miss Kamala Harris, to
You're not letting me do the Biden impression.
Sorry,
the Biden voice.
Biden voice.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You didn't let me do it, man.
Let's hear it, dude. Let's hear it. Let's hear it now.
All right. Listen, folks. There's no disaster more serious than Barry Blelder winning governor of California. Hey, man. I will be sending my best and most likable campaigner, Miss Camel Harris's, to help boost Gavin's numbers.
Here's the deal, Fat. You gotta drop one of
Here's
those
the deal,
in. Here's the
Fat.
deal, Fat.
Yep.
Camel
Gavin
Harris's.
Newsom, however, was less enthusiastic.
I really
Yeah, no
appreciate Joe sending the brilliant Vice President Harris to help, said Newsom in a press conference. But, we just filled our last open slot for campaign help. Darn it. That really stinks. If only I'd have known she was coming earlier. Too bad. We just don't have any openings on our campaign right now.
Newsom
Damn.
went on to suggest Kamala instead campaign for candidate Larry Elder.
Yeah, I'm not a good
Ooh.
impression. It's not a good impression. It's not.
It's
I'm
all right. You
sorry.
can work on it. You got time.
That's right.
You can work on it.
I heard Larry Elder is looking for people. Maybe you can try with them. They might have something for you. He said, "Oh, I thought that was said Kamala Harris. I'm sorry, everybody. I fucked it up.
Wow.
This is not
It's
good.
Newsom
I thought it
continuing
was
to talk.
Said Kamala Harris.
No,
No,
he
it
said-
was he said to Kamala
Yes.
Harris. I was doing my Kamala. That sucks. All right,
Yeah,
well,
it's
I
all right,
blew it.
man. It happens. It happens.
I blew it. They won't be hiring
We're
me
ear-
for any voice acting gigs.
That's
Well,
right.
to be honest, with the caliber of voice actors in Funimation, I think you're better than most of
There's
them,
like
Midget.
there's like
I was
six
gonna
of
say-
them, and they all
Yeah.
fuck one another, and they
Yeah.
all have the
I was
same
gonna
politics.
say, Midget.
Actually,
Are you able
not
to
Mignogna.
say-
Keep each other.
Actually, not
They
Mignogna.
all gatekeep
They-
each other, though.
They had to kick him. They had to kick him out of the club
Right, of
because
course.
he was going to make
he's
them do
not
actual
allowed.
work.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that?
Yeah, but yeah. After Harris insisted, the Newsom
Oh, we don't
campaign
have to
reluctantly
finish this
agreed
story,
to hire
dude.
her.
Yeah.
And he sent her to a soundproof campaign basement to file papers and dust things and stuff.
That's a good one. Yeah, I do
That's a
like
good
Here we
that.
use
go.
of her.
Another, but here's the final thing from B. Another Babylon B prophecy fulfilled. Vaccine will now be offered in continuous IV drip you can carry around for the rest of your life.
Oh God, I can see it. Yeah. Yeah.
A daily
A
COVID
daily
pill.
COVID pill.
Technically speaking, this is meant to be a treatment for COVID,
Right.
but
I get
Yeah.
it. It's
yeah,
just- yeah.
yeah. But now we have something gaming related opinion.
Gaming is
this
labor. I
Waited.
haven't looked into this at all. I haven't.
Yeah.
This is the first I've seen it. So let's
Well,
explore it,
boys,
shall we?
I am now officially a communist, and I will be.
Are you
I
a
will be
gamer?
charging.
You
I'll be
mean
charging
comrades?
you guys.
You
for
mean
my,
comrades?
That's
Because
right.
that's all inclusive.
And actually, I will be charging Midget specifically for my labor of playing video games with him. So
But does
expect
that not
a
mean
a
he has
bill
to-
for back pay coming up.
But does that not mean he can charge you for the labor? Because he's
No,
also
of course
playing
not.
the game.
Because because I'm me, so I'm the victim, and I'm the one that's being exploited because of virtue of me being me. Right. Well, this is pretty simple.
Yeah.
I mean, I am the communist here, as I said, so therefore I'm the victim. I'm the one being exploited.
Right.
Well, then, would you mind getting onto this helicopter for me?
All right. Well, is this a
Ooh, a
legit
helicopter ride for
article?
free?
No,
Is
no,
this,
no, no. This is hard drive. This is the Babylon B of the gaming news.
Oh, okay. Right. Leftist ideas are becoming mainstream. Yeah. Who you telling? I don't care if
Yeah.
I end up in chains for speaking the truth. Gaming is labor, and it's being exploited. Haven't read Das Kapital, a very large and a very important book in what 4 volumes?
Dude.
3?
I think
Did I
it's.
finish?
I think it's 3.
In this
I'm
book,
not
which I
mistaken.
read, which I totally read, right? Cover to
I
cover.
read the first one. It's not fucking good. It's dry as fuck. I
It
read the
explains
first
the
one. I didn't
nature
do
of
it.
labor and value under capitalism. It's way too complicated for you to understand on your own. That's not your fault. Much like a serf, the average gamer is simply too ignorant and malnourished to read an
Yeah.
entire instructional booklet. But you can't
See,
play
fuck
a
that,
new
dude. I'm
game.
overnourished.
That's right, dude. And we'll put you in
Yeah.
gulag for that,
Oh, dude, I'll lose
comrade.
weight. I'll be fucking ripped, dude, when I come out.
You're counter-revolutionary.
Oh no. Oh yeah. I
But
guess I
you
would
can't
be,
play
wouldn't I?
a game if you don't know the controls, and make no mistake, Revolution is a game. So I'll try to explain the
Ooh.
basics in terms that you can understand. Let's say
Okay.
you're a factory worker in China. The factory makes computers. Every day, you and your coworkers show up at the factory where there is everything you need to create as many computers as you can. That includes tools and raw materials, components, lots of stuff. We'll just jump to things to lump these things together and call them inputs. Because complicated lore sucks, and I hate it.
Oh
I'm a
god.
games journalist.
Fuck off. Oh no. Oh no. I hate it. Oh no. I
But
love
as a
complicated
factory,
lore.
you don't
Oh
own
no.
the computers that you make. In a capitalist system, the owner of the product is the person who owned the inputs. That
Oh
owner,
god.
the capitalist, is free to sell the computers for market value. But the wages that the owner pays you, the factory worker, are not based on that market value. Wages are based on how little the owner can get away with paying you. Oh god. Now this is like God, this is Godwin's law again. Like this is
Or opposed law.
Poe's law. Yes,
think
thank
Yeah.
you for
Poe's law.
for
Yeah.
that uncanny valley between satire and
Yeah.
seriousness.
Because it's
Um,
seriously like it's making the arguments that you would expect to be made, but doing it satirically.
it's hitting all the
It-
right notes.
And it's hard to tell.
Right.
If I didn't tell you guys, this was a parody article.
Yeah.
I
I
think
would be like,
picked up on it,
yo,
this is-
during my reading.
Yeah,
I think
that
I would've-
early article about reading Das Kapital and his overemphasis on talking about that. is-
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
totally read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
If you
part,
cut
yeah,
that
sure.
article out and you
That's
just mentioned
funny.
Das Kapital like as written in Das Kapital, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Or if you
Ah,
didn't
that's
mention
funny.
Das Kapital, because they don't normally
Yeah.
mention like Marxist
Yeah.
sources. They specifically try not to, in
Yeah.
order to like be like, oh well, it's not really. That's the bot that they can retreat to. Well, it's not really Marxism, right?
That's right.
Like it might be like inspired by certain aspects of Marxism, but it's not like
Yeah.
Marxism. Meanwhile, everything they describe is Marxism.
All right. Well, let me
Like-
read the last paragraph of this one because
The
I think
very
it gets to
last.
its point here. Let's say you're a gamer anywhere in the world. You install a new battle royale game developed in Seattle. You
Why?
and your co-game. I know, right?
Sorry, go ahead.
Gay Pax legends. You and your co-gamers are presented with a virtual world physics engine, cosmetic items, weapons, and everything else you need to create a thriving online game. You take in these inputs, and with your gaming, you transform them into an extremely valuable product. Fortnite is worth billions of dollars. Do you get your share of that value for your labor? Oh, I see his point. You
Yeah.
pay for a season pass. You pay.
Oh my god.
That's right. They expect you to like
know-
it.
you know how I
Gaming
got
is
around that?
labor.
You know how I got around that? I bought myself an N64. I currently possess an N64 in several
Good for
games.
you. Good
Dude.
man.
And an original Xbox where I'm like knee deep in nostalgia.
Dude, that's
Fucking
awesome. There are a
awesome.
lot of
Yeah,
good
dude.
old games. I met
Fuck
quite
yeah, there
the
are.
collector, dude. I met quite the collector.
Now
at
we-
the video
now
game
we go from
store
parody world
yesterday.
Oh,
to
dude,
the
nice.
much more insane clown world.
World, yes, Clown World version activate.
New Zealand
It's-
police kills suspected Islamist terrorist after supermarket stabbings.
Yeah, see, this is that White's Supreme Pizza coming, being
Pizza
delivered
Supreme.
yet again.
Burrito Supreme.
Prime Minister
Burrito Supreme.
Jacinda
Jacinda Ardern
identify-
identifies attacker as a Sri Lankan man otherwise known as a wog, that has been identified under surveillance for his extremist views. See, that's the thing. They always have these fucking intelligence agencies are worthless.
Dude.
They
I'm
sit.
also. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna admit something that I really don't want to admit is that I know next to nothing about Sri Lanka or Sri Lankans other than its location. That's like literally all I know about that
All
area.
right. Well,
That's
anyway,
really
there's a
that's
lot of
crazy.
there's a sizable population of them in New Zealand. Be
Okay,
aware of that. There's like a
fair
enclave.
enough.
There's like
Fair
an on.
enough.
New Zealand is not a large country. It's not a big, highly populated,
No,
densely. There's like 2 cities. Everything else, this
right.
country is
That's what I tried to
fucked up.
explain to our previously mutual friends who were talking about. Well, they have like no cases of COVID, and it was like,
It's
well,
like,
okay, yeah,
yeah,
there's like 3, 4, 5, 6 miles between you and your neighbor. For most people in that country, of course they're not
and
gonna
they're
have like,
cramming
of
these Sri
course not.
Lankans in there, and they're creating their own communities.
Yeah,
And of course, diversity is everyone's strength. So
yeah.
here
And
we
this is
are.
this is the thing you have to do. Always ask for specifics when someone's like, oh, well, we need a more diverse population. Okay,
Well,
like
look,
why?
this
Like what?
is,
No. What
yes,
is it
this is
inherent in this
why.
population that makes it a strength? What is inherent
Tolerance
about
and
this?
acceptance.
Right, but it's like,
Well, I'd like to point out one
I
paragraph
mean,
in
you can get them to
particular.
Go
racism by
ahead.
doing that. You can walk them hand to hand to racism by doing that. Like
She
they will say racist
immediately
shit.
appealed to New Zealanders not to pin blame on the country's small population. Well, that wasn't the song they were singing after Terrence visited a mosque.
2 mosques,
Wait,
actually, and they mention it in the article.
Some people that
of
I'm sure
course they
they
do.
do.
He's
That's
like
the
half the
thing.
population of that town. Yeah, of course.
They're willing to put blame on a population for one thing, but she's quick to hurry up and apologize and say, don't blame a population for a similar thing.
I mean, if you
You
guys
know,
remember Anders Breivik, right? He's a
yes.
scumfuck. We can all agree he's a scumfuck that gunned down innocent people.
Yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense in the scheme of things.
But apparently, he specifically quoted politicians that said shit like this as the reason why he did it.
Well, he's from there. He understands.
Anders Breivik was Norway.
Yeah, he's from Norway. He's
Yeah.
like from
Oh, that's
the.
a guy. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, in his
He's from
manifesto, he
the.
specifically pointed out that he was repeatedly basically shouted down when trying to point out problems he perceived. No one
Yeah,
ever talked
no,
to
that's
him.
the thing. He noticed
Yeah,
too much, and
yeah.
no one's willing. I've stressed this before. If people don't feel like they're being listened to, like
Yeah.
their perfectly reasonable grievances are being considered and given their due in public,
They will eventually go
honestly.
unreasonable. They will eventually go
Yeah,
unreasonable.
of course. Well, I mean, think about the like child psychology, right? What happens when you ignore a child when they're trying to get your attention? They increasingly do things that they're not supposed to do in order to get your attention, right? Like there's the
Yeah.
I forget what the technical term for it is, but like where they act out in order to get attention, no matter what it is, whether it's negative attention or otherwise, they act out in order to get that attention, regardless of whether it's well received or not. Same thing with adults. Like just because you've gotten to an adult does not mean that you've shed that completely. And so, yeah, by ignoring people or stopping them from being able to speak, then they're going to be heard. They're going to act out increasingly. So to say, "Oh, this is coming out of nowhere," is absolutely intellectually fucking bunk. It's ridiculous. Because of course people are going to act that way. So instead of like silencing people, let them say their shit and be like, "Yo, here's why you're wrong." I mean, it's not that hard, right? I mean, it shouldn't be. If you actually know what you're talking about, it shouldn't be that difficult. basically going back to sunlight is the best disinfectant.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely true.
And the thing is, if what they believe is reasonable, a reasonable thing to talk about and as an issue, if you sit down and listen to them, let them speak their piece, and then basically say, "Look, this is what I see," and you present them with counter evidence, you sometimes can get them to calm down.
Here's the thing.
That at the very least, it's a
though,
pressure release valve.
You have to approach. Yeah, very much so. If you allow someone to express themselves, it makes them feel better.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like
least it'll be that.
If you're going to take the counter position, you have to come intellectually honest. You have to be. You have to be.
You have to find the common ground. You have to find. The logical arguments against their position, not the emotional ones.
Right.
Because the thing is, people say, you fight emotion with emotion and you fight logic with logic.
Well, that aside, I mean, I think honestly...
But even that, I mean, there's sometimes where if all that's being made is an emotional argument, then you have to come back with an emotional argument. Well, no, I'm saying you also have to go at an emotional argument. Like, sometimes you do have to meet emotion with emotion because emotion doesn't care about logic.
That's what I was saying.
Because they're shut out from that.
Logic with logic and emotion with emotion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway,
or I mean, a mix of the two, whatever.
You have to be honest. You have to have integrity. If you piss away all your integrity, how are you ever gonna offer meaningful counter evidence to, in a discussion? If you've pissed away all your credibility by straw manning, gaslighting, how does the other side ever hope to gain the upper hand other than censorship and propaganda?
As Quest Fanning put it, those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable. John F. Kennedy.
Defensively, of course, Susan. Defensively and in Minecraft. Yes. Agreed in Minecraft.
Yeah, Sweden goes soft. We can talk about that all day. 3 years in Swedish prison is like a hotel stay.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, because that depends on what kind of prison they're talking about. Those cushy, like, do whatever you want kind of prisons, those are like not the super high security prisons. Like, those are not for like the mentally disabled or mentally fucking ill people and
this guy,
serial killers and stuff. Like, I'm saying there's no murder cases there, but I'm saying that there are these people of sound mind who might have like made a mistake and killed somebody, right? Or not like made a mistake, but like in the heat of passion killed somebody, as opposed to like someone who's just sick in the head and just went on a killing spree, right? Yeah, there's a few differences in their prisons. That's like a prison that they talk about.
How
in
about
those documentaries and stuff.
How about DUI manslaughter? Is that 3 years and anywhere?
Well, no, it was not DUI manslaughter.
I have no idea.
It was
anywhere.
I understand the person survived. The person survived. So
is DUI manslaughter like 3 years in any civilized freaking society?
No, that's usually a decade or more in the U.S.
Well,
I would say probably that's true too. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Well, also,
I have no idea about the prison system, but I'm also against the prison system in most of its forms. So there you go. I mean,
you're talking to someone who believes we need to bring back forced labor.
Right,
yeah, so that's where you and I. Yeah, that's where you and I are going to differ quite a bit.
Let's move on.
Yep. Moving along. Breaking from Posobiec. State Department requests urgent guidance over child brides among Afghan escapees. Staff at Fort McCoy reporting multiple cases of underage girls said to be married to adult Afghan men.
Yeah, no shit, dude. No shit. What did you expect?
Yeah, let's import them.
Yep. And from CBS, U.S. investigates child bride case among Afghan evacuees.
Oh, see, now it's mainstream. You can talk about it. Now it's true. It's on TV.
Yeah.
But this one I think is best. It probably comes from Stars and Stripes.
No shit, that's a problem, dude. No shit, that's a problem.
Washington,
she drew a car
US
with
officials,
flags on it.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. U.S. officials are looking into reports that in the frantic evacuation of desperate Afghans from Kabul, older men were admitted together with young girls they claimed as brides or otherwise sexually abused. U.S. officials at
What do we
intake.
do about all this?
Yeah.
Hey, we're bringing these people in with, no checks or safeguards. What do we do about the little girls that they're
Yep.
bringing in
U.S.
as their
officials at intake centers in UAE and in Wisconsin,
damn.
they've gotten to Wisconsin, have identified numerous instances in which Afghan girls have been presented to authorities as the wives of much older men. While child marriage is not uncommon in Afghanistan, the U.S. has strict policies against human trafficking that include persecution for
Really?
offenders and sanctions for countries that don't crack down on it. One internal document seen by the Associated Press says that the State Department has sought urgent guidance from other agencies after purported child brides were brought to Fort McCoy in Wisconsin. After another document described to the AP by officials familiar with it say Afghan girls were at a transit site in Abu Dhabi, having alleged that they had been R-worded by older men and they were forced to marry in order to escape Afghanistan.
Well, I'm
Which,
Ed,
speaking of
why
the
don't
location
these
that they're
why
talking
don't
about,
why don't these good old boys, why can't we just launch a Minecraft server?
well,
And
that's what Ed's
With wood
saying.
chippers.
He's saying
With wood chippers.
this is a military base in western Wisconsin, surrounded by farmland and good old boys with guns. You want to tell me this isn't planned? I don't think it's planned in that way, in the way that you're suggesting. I think, Ed. However, I do like the idea of launching a Minecraft server
With
somewhere
wood
in that
chippers?
area
With wood chippers.
Yeah.
with a wood chipper mod, of course, and
That's
also maybe AR-15 mods, shotgun mods, whatever. Maybe shotguns duct taped to the handlebars of ATV mods,
There
perhaps.
you go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know of
ATV.
a couple of mods. I think we can get a mod of Minecraft server up and running for you guys.
Yeah, dude, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, it is unfortunate that it is being facilitated. I mean, these are not the only quote unquote refugees being siphoned into the middle of the country by the military. I mean, hey, you know what? Shout out to your boy, um, AJ, Alex Jones. I'm not sure if we can mention him on the air
Yeah, I
safely,
think it's
but
fine.
anyway, doing good reporting. I mean, he's documenting the facilitation of south of the border emigres into the nation by armed forces as well as border patrol and NGOs. They're being trafficked. And these people are obviously, according to these news reports, they're asking for guidance from the State Department as to what to do
State
about
Department
this.
is seeking guidance from other U.S. agencies. Because
Other U.S. agencies.
Yeah.
Why is the State Department, who's in charge, asking other agencies for guidance?
Because this is entering criminal territory, and State Department doesn't handle criminal. State Department handles, refugees and importing them.
I see what they're getting at.
Yeah,
okay.
TLDR, State Department.
Yes.
The State Department, this was a colossal fucking pig screw. This entire thing.
Pigs are haram.
All right, guys. Hey, real quick, bio break. I'll be right back.
No
you guys
problem.
continue
Right, let's
discussing
move
among
on.
yourselves.
Yeah.
No. Discuss among yourselves. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right
Well, I
back.
mean, we might jump over the next article.
I shared this one.
Yes. White
I
supremacy
shared this
with a
one.
tan.
Oh God, CNN's stellar reporting here, exalting the waning majority of white people. This is, of course, a political myth that refuses to die, is their contention. That, of course, white people no longer being a majority. And the U.S. will never be white country again. What is that supposed to mean? These are straw men that are being set up as the premise to this story.
Well, I mean, if there's a massive collapse, demographics are going to change pretty quickly because likely the rural will be the ones to survive.
I wonder where they got this figure, 2045. Wasn't the chairman of the SPLC, Mark, what was his last name? I want to say Kodak, but that's a game developer, isn't it? head of the SBLC, Mark something, had a list of projected what turned out to be white percentage population with a timeline of about 2045, which happens to be the year that this article cites. Interestingly, 2045, a rainbow nation, as they term it. That's friendly terminology. That's happy language.
There's another way we can put this. America will become like Brazil.
So wait, wasn't there? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there some kind of like totally debunked and baseless conspiracy theory about some kind of like
white replacement?
Well, I wasn't going to go that far.
Yeah,
I mean,
come on, but that's.
I mean, I was just
that's pretty spicy.
say like one thing replacing another thing. I wasn't going to be specific,
Kinda strange,
but
yeah.
but like, wasn't that like a totally debunked and baseless conspiracy theory that is now apparently the plan from CNN?
From CNN. Let's go on.
But I thought this was baseless and debunked.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay.
You can see it. Damn your lying eyes. It's.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to see the science evolving on this.
Aren't you?
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's scroll down some more. Let's see. I used to believe those predictions. Now I have a different conclusion. Don't ever underestimate white supreme pizza's ability to adapt. The assumption that more racial diversity equals more racial equality is a dangerous myth. Wow, this is sounding like the author is taking heretical stances.
Hang on a second, though, because this is important. I think that sentence is important, the first one you said.
That's right. The assumption that more racial diversity equals...
No, before that.
Oh, okay. Don't ever underestimate white supremacy's ability to adapt.
That right there. That is how white supremacy and any kind of racism, all the isms and phobisms and phobics and stuff. That's how all that remains being the boogeyman. Right? They changed the way that they say things. They're changing the thing. Right. So it's just no.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that like they're saying, white supremacy changes constantly. Okay, so then
the definition of white
because the definition needs to change so that the modern boogeyman is white supremacy at all times.
See what you're
constantly fighting it over and over again.
Don't ever underestimate our ability to adapt the definition of white supremacy to
100% to whatever we need it to be at the time.
Because guess what group is going to be targeted next? It's going to be the Asians. They're going to be the next.
It's already started.
Yeah.
You just got to read between these lines, man.
Yeah.
It's
right then after that, it's going to be anyone who has a white parent or is from two half-white parents. They'll be the next group after that. Hispanics will be targeted.
Holy crap, you guys.
Yeah.
Racial diversity can actually
this is what I've been trying to
as
say.
A cloaking device.
And this is what I've actually been trying to say is that eventually they're going to get back to the one drop rule.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to spiral. So, like, the horseshoe theory is fucking for real. Like, the leftists are going to get to the one drop rule at some point. I'm not saying it's going to be in our lifetime even.
It's been
at some point
a few times in debate.
Well, you're running under the assumption that they succeed and there isn't something else that occurs in between.
Well, of course.
That
But I'm saying
what
I'm saying is bringing it to its logical conclusion. Is one drop rule racial purity. And racial segregation. That is its logical endpoint. They refuse to acknowledge that now. However, they move ever closer to it.
Right.
Every step of the way.
They will eventually acknowledge that when it becomes.
Of course,
It started with anti-gentrification. It then moved to we need a POC center on every college campus where POCs and only POCs can hang out there.
Well, so that way they can be safe. That way they can be safe from the white people on campus or whatever. It's
scroll down some more.
Yeah, exactly. It's all segregation. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh God, this poor soul. My mother is Irish. My father was black. My wife is an immigrant. Oh, dude,
that super sucks in America. Holy shit. Sucks for you, dude. Sorry about that.
It's like I was saying earlier. Some people just get dealt a hand, and they're just damn
Some people are just
unfortunate.
the N-words of Europe, as it were,
That's
and then
right.
some people are actual,
My wife is an immigrant from Central America with a biracial mother and a white Ladino father who was Jewish and
Ladino.
Castilian.
My
Oh
God.
my God, he's a Sephardi.
Castilian is Spanish, is it not?
Right, the Sephardim of Iberia. But this guy's I can't say it on the air. What's the kind of never mind.
We'll say it off the air. We'll say it off the air.
Yeah. Or type it, and I'll tell you a synonym.
That's right.
Type it in our chat here, on a private chat, and I'll tell you a synonym.
All
Maybe.
right. Well,
if I can.
anyway. So.
Oh. He is an ethnically diverse individual.
He certainly is. I mean, that is the truth. He's told us himself.
Right.
Well,
correct.
anyway, nothing wrong with that, of course. Of course. Just, this is the future. And this is what he's writing about, but hey, that's totally a conspiracy theory,
Baseless and debunked.
And
Don't
debunked.
forget. That's right.
And here we are writing about it.
And debunked.
Baseless.
But here we are advocating for it. Yeah.
That's right. I have one relative with blonde hair and blue eyes who moves through the world as a young white man. But he's really scroll down some more. He's really Afro-Latino. Wow, what a lucky guy. He's got what I've heard referred to as white privilege.
Or white passing.
That's right. He's white passing. POC. Yeah. Man, that's like one of them light skins that get by with white privilege. And I'm sure he's going to write
legit, though.
That's right. This whole article is about it.
Yeah.
I believe. So,
because I've seen that shit. I've seen that shit firsthand. Colorism. People being like, "You light skinned motherfucker!" Like, oh my God. That you throw some salt on you could be a Windows screensaver. You know what I mean? Like, like that's real shit though. I mean, it's roasting, it's fun, but it's real shit. They notice that. You know what I mean? It's funny.
This is
whiteness is elastic in bold. White supremacy isn't just more resilient than many assume. It's also elastic. Of course it is. Because you bend
it's whatever we need it to be.
That's right. It fits every freaking circumstance.
Right. It fits whatever we need it to fit at the time. This is why. Real quick, this is why this exact thing right here is this ever-changing definitions. Exactly why whenever you're arguing with the leftists, always ask them to define. When they say, "Oh, this person is a far right," okay, define those things. What is far right? What is fascism?
You can't ask them.
What is the? Yeah, no. 9 times out of 10, they can't. Sometimes you'll get somebody who can kind of give a definition, but you can pick that apart pretty quick because most of them have not read Gentili or fucking Mussolini. None of them have read actual fascist or Sorrell or any. No one has read these actual fascist.
People forget
authors.
That there was a Indian and Muslim brigade. It was a division. I think it was divisions for the Waffen SS in World War II. Indian and Muslim.
Right.
So I mean, but that's the thing. Is what if you ask them? They throw these terms around. You ask them to define them. 9 times out of 10, they cannot. And that's the thing. Is just keep doing that. Just make them look like a fucking idiot. Just be like, hey, define this term.
But also, this whiteness is elastic and white supremacy is elastic. Yeah. That is projection of their own tactic of changing terms.
Right. Which is straight out of Saul Alinsky. Most of their tactics are straight out of Saul Alinsky.
And that's also straight out of this last paragraph in books like How the Irish Became White and Working Toward
Oh my God, that book was fucking awful, dude. That book was so stupid.
Guys, we got a red alert.
I did. No, of course I did.
We got to shut it down. They use the J word in claiming they're white.
All
Okay,
right,
well, that's
Gotta
dumb,
shut it down.
I guess. But yeah,
Gotta shut
no,
it down.
but when it comes to why the Irish became white is so ahistorical. It's fucking ridiculous. It is just full of like the most. I guess okay. There's a few anecdotes in there.
right. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's mostly anecdote and like I don't want to say projection, but like projection of what the
course it's
author
projection.
is trying to portray onto what the people are saying in their stories. So like it's hard to you'd have to read it. It's hard to explain. You would have to read it. It's god awful though. It is not at all correct. It is kind of funny though how the Irish went from the perception of being like criminals, which they often were. They often got involved in like the Italian mafia as like hitmen and bagmen or whatever, to the perception that Irish people are cops. Like there was a transition that is legit in America. There was a transition from Irish people being seen as criminals to cops.
Ne'er-do-wells, drunkards, lower class.
Well, okay, yeah. So the drunkards, and so that's mainly British propaganda for like because a ton of Irish
You
people
mean
moved
waspy propaganda?
right because they all moved to England. A bunch of them moved to England, and so obviously English people were losing out on construction jobs, much like we have the problem here with Mexicans. Lower wages and beating out their competition. I'll work for lower. Irish people did the same thing to the English, and so the English put out a bunch of propaganda that you can't trust an Irish workman to show up because he's drunk all the time. That's where those stereotypes came from, for the most part. Right, but I mean, obviously that's a totally different discussion.
St. Patrick's Day doesn't exactly help.
Well, I mean,
and how it's celebrated.
And how it's celebrated in America is a different thing than how it has been celebrated historically. The reason why it's celebrated in America as a drinking holiday is because when the immigrants came over from Ireland to America, because they weren't allowed to drink in Ireland. Like, actually, alcohol was outlawed in Ireland at the time that most of the immigrants were coming over to America.
God, it was
so they celebrated St. Patrick's Day.
It was overcompensation.
Exactly, by giving shoving it up the English ass by drinking copiously,
implying that the Irish are or that the
Irish are people.
Just to let you know, just to let you know, boys, we're already over, so I think we need to jump straight into videos.
We can jump. We can jump. Well, we can jump on. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
All right, let's just jump on the content that Mijjt shared. All right, let's dwell on all the dumb shit and let's not talk about the stuff.
Well, no, this actually isn't Mijjt stuff. This is actually stuff I've been bringing up.
Yeah, I didn't contribute much this week.
I was gonna say, dude. I mean, we're all gonna have stuff skipped.
There.
Yeah,
we're all gonna have stuff skipped, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Moving right along.
I think it's important that we just talk. It's fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
When the PTSD kicks in, part 1.
Fuck you and your whole family. Fuck you, die.
Ha! All right.
Turn it up a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Let me replay that.
No, you're good.
Fuck you and your whole family. Fuck you, die.
That's funny.
That's all right.
Fuck you and your whole family.
Also, videos coming out of Afghanistan after the Taliban took over. I'm killing the audio because it is probably copyrighted.
Yeah, copyrighted audio.
It's weeb music if you need to know.
Oh, no, I didn't need to know. That ruins it, actually.
Yeah, that does make it worse.
Yeah.
That makes it way worse. Fucking weeb shit.
Yep.
They're dancing on the roof of the...
Oh, yeah, they are. On the embassy or whatever, yeah.
On the wings too, man.
Airport. Dude, damn. They're killing it. They're almost as good as our nurses at dancing.
Almost, yeah.
Almost. A true frontline.
Look at these guys, though.
Nice. The plane is flying, and they're on it.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that one.
We don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Are you ready for some retardation?
Real quick, Quest is requesting that we share his awesome comments. One of them being, "It's only been celebrated that way since the 70s," referring to St. Patrick's Day,
True.
which is relatively true. We can all agree, us half Irish or white is driven snow, but the Italians.
Yeah, implying
I'm sorry,
Italian.
if you're
depends on
half Irish, yeah. Also,
Depends on which
half
group of
Irish
Italians.
depends on what the other half is.
Yeah.
And when you talk about half Irish, depends on what the other half is, dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The other
I don't know
half
if
is Caribbean African Jew.
Oh, dude, I don't know about all that. No, I'm shooting.
But, moving on to some libs of TikTok.
Yeah.
Period poverty doesn't just affect women. Two-spirits, trans men, non-binary people, and genderqueer people can all have periods. And arguably, period poverty may be higher in these populations. Here's why. You ever seen a tampon dispenser or a box of free tampons in a men's bathroom? What about a period aisle not labeled feminine hygiene or pink boxes all around it?
Dude,
periods can be a really tough
true.
and dangerous time for people that aren't cisgender women. So if you're
Her
donating
glasses
period products or
convinced
putting
me.
them in your workplace or school, make sure they're in all bathrooms. Or at least that all people have access to these products.
That's true.
blood
Whenever
has
I
no
go
gender,
into my
baby.
two-spirit
Period
bathroom,
poverty
I never see any kind of tampons in there, and I'm leaking constantly. I just don't understand. Like,
Leaking.
in my two-spirit bathroom, they don't have tampons in there.
I think we need
and
Ricky.
I have my period all the time.
I think we need Ricky to be a palate cleanser after what John just fucking said.
My life fucking sucks. I'm an artist from the
Dude,
middle
fuck
of
you,
nowhere.
Saint.
I've
By the
never
way,
gotten
fuck you,
lucky or
Saint.
had any
All
overnight.
right. God damn it.
Birth, and I've been trying to fix my legs for 29 years.
My life fucking sucks. I'm an artist from the middle of nowhere. I've never gotten lucky or had any overnight.
I've been crippled since birth, and I've been trying to fix my legs for 29 years.
Dude, Ricky Berwick, he's the shit, dude. I love this dude. He's so fucking awesome.
Well,
he's so
John,
funny.
I think this pigeon is channeling your spirit right now.
Oh yeah? Fuck yeah, dude. Shit on that sign. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Become ungovernable, am I right?
That's right, dude. Become ungovernable.
He's chowing, dude. He's stopping.
Hell yeah.
Just
He's
stopping.
stopping in.
Dude, there's a picture I had on my MySpace. Okay, this is how old we're talking. My MySpace from way back in the day. It was a sign that had a bird with a circle and a line through it, and there was that same exact looking bird sitting on top of it.
That's right.
And I was
Sitting
like,
on
yes,
top of it.
like that is my shit. I was like,
That's your
yes.
shit.
I was like,
That's
yes,
you,
dude, this
John.
bird-
You're that bird.
This
right.
one I'll have to kill
I'm
the
like,
audio
fuck
pretty
off,
quick,
dude.
but Gordon Ramsay's always fun.
Sure.
It's like the Titanic. You've sunk the burger. It's grey and full of water. No!
Got to kill at that point because it gets into something else. But yeah,
Something copyrighted, I imagine.
yep. Trying to avoid it a little bit. Now for
For
some,
sure, yeah.
Now for some fucking cringe.
All it took was that 2 frames of baseline, though, and it's got a claim.
More than likely, but you know.
Yeah, probably.
Wake up, my queen. Come on, my queen above 18.
To the ladies
Open
in
them
the
beautiful
audience.
Eyes. There you go. You are so beautiful. I just love my queen above 18. Well, good morning. All right, my queen. I'll go down and put your breakfast on. I'll get you some nice hot cup of coffee. You go take your shower, and I'll meet you in the kitchen. I love you too, my queen above 18. I will
What
see
are
you
we
in a little bit.
watching? What is
The
this?
opposite
good.
of OnlyFans.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
What is
talk to you
this?
in a little bit.
So hang on. As a woman, Midget, as we all know you identify as, would you like this man to be hovered over you, shirtless, probably with either like morning breath or coffee breath?
I can't
And
put
saying these
myself in
things.
that perspective. That was very
You're saying-
uncomfortable for me.
He's saying,
Guys,
morning above 18.
guys,
How are
I
you?
have a great idea.
What's that?
If we want to end e-thoughterry before on OnlyFans, if an e-thought wants to post something, they have to watch that video before they post
Yes.
it, or one like it.
Yes. Or one
That's
like
the
it. Dude, there's
age,
so
that's
many.
the
This
age
dude,
verification video right there. You have
this
to
dude
watch.
has so many. What's funny is there's actually this lore behind this dude. There's a reason why he didn't always say my queen's above 18. There's a reason why he started saying that. It was because he got like a bunch of girls, I guess, who were under 18 trying to message him and stuff, and he was like, "No, fuck that! Like, cut it off." And he's like, "Queen's under 18 or above 18. Sorry, Queen's above 18."
Got it. So
he's
so
not.
okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need the Minecraft wood chipper mod in his Minecraft.
No, certainly
Good.
not.
Okay, got it.
No,
He's
the dude is
cringy,
very,
but not.
He's very
needing the-
explicit.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
He's very explicit about above 18.
Yeah.
Always
So
above
this
18.
is
He
still
is
vomit
sure
inducing.
to.
This is still
Yeah.
vomit inducing cringe, but it isn't completely degenerate. Just
Right,
mostly
exactly.
degenerate.
I don't know, man. He seems like a sweet, loving dude. Like,
Yeah,
unless
I'm just
of course
not
your
into
perspective,
the.
unless of course your perspective is that you're tied up to that bed and he's hovering over you like that, saying, "Wake up, my queen above 18."
I'm getting those fucking.
Like,
I'm getting
you know
those
what I
fucking
mean?
vibes, man.
Yeah,
I'm getting those vibes, man.
exactly. So we
All
gotta
right,
do
let's move
more
on.
investigation on
And
that
this
dude.
is
Let's
probably the
find
final
out.
thing for the night. We need to caption this, boys.
All right, can we ask the chat to capture
Oh
this?
yeah, of
Yep,
course.
and then
we
we'll
will
give
as
our
well.
own captions. Yeah.
My instant reaction was Dubs check him, of course. Like,
Yeah.
we should make this a new
That's a good
Dubs
one.
check him.
I've got a
screenshot.
couple. One is well, I just lost the election. Another
That's a
one
pretty good
is I thought I told you not to let this bitch in.
This bitch right here. She's giving him the old crazy cackle.
Yeah.
The wine mom cackle.
And
Yeah.
then
I'm
I says
screenshotting that.
and then I says to him, I says, abortion is a human right.
Yeah, that's right. All right, leave it right there, Seawall, because I'm taking a screenshot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah, let's
right.
go. Chat, come up with your best captions.
Okay.
Let's see them.
Here's the original image, Midget.
Yeah, you can just take the image, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's do.
We got some eye bleach being requested.
Yeah, no, there are eye bleach stations on several corners of the porch. You may bleach your eyes whenever you wish. So then I says to him, I says, Afghanistan is totally evacuated.
That's right. You tell him, Captain. You tell him. You're a swell guy.
But what is going on in this woman's head
Everybody
right here?
really loves you.
This woman back here, what is going through her head?
They sense the tension.
like-
She
Yeah,
senses the tension.
She's like, I didn't know we were taking pictures too. Fuck.
I told my husband I was at a funeral.
Well, she might be right though. That's the thing. She might not. Technically, that might not be a lie, depending on who they're Jones striking at the moment.
Oh God!
By text message, ordering the Jones strike. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. This one. Wait, isn't that the bitch that had my husband executed?
Gavin Newser. Did any of the swarthy tweeters, twittards have any good captions?
Her reaction's priceless.
Yeah, you noticed that too.
Harris's reaction when asked if she ever prosecuted someone for marijuana after she.
That's exactly the look. That's the you would get from her.
And then I said 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and the peasants.
Oh God damn it!
The hardest part of 14 days to flatten the curve is the first 18 months.
Oh, this is more tweets. This isn't like
Kevin
replies.
Swiru. That's not replies. Yeah, that's just like extra shit.
Yeah, that bitch in the background though. She tripping. Yeah, here we go.
She's definitely like, oh shit, some shit's going on, and they're like, yeah, we're used to this shit. Wait, was this motherfucker got coffee in his hand? Hang on, is he photoshopped in here? He does not look like he fits into the rest of this picture.
The two of them? Or
No,
Dumb and
no,
Dumber?
no, just the white dude. Kamala looks like she fits in there. He does not look like he fits there.
It's a depth of field issue with the camera. This has happened before.
Yeah.
Did you guys remember that image of Biden and his wife with Jimmy Carter and Jimmy Carter's wife? And
Yeah.
it looked like
that's
fucking
right. Because it
puppets.
looks like they're small, they're tiny.
Yeah, it looked like puppets.
Yeah.
It's a field of vision issue with the camera.
Okay, so I mean,
Yeah,
I trust
and
you.
then it was
I'm
like
just saying
Newsom
that, like, it
says,
looks
"Put the
fucking
mask
weird.
back on." Oh, that's by Britt. Hey, Britt.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What's up, Britt?
Newsom,
says,
I told her to pull my finger, and then she thought I said zipper and got down on her knees.
Oh, yeah. Look at her. She's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
shit's going down.
Oh, shit.
This is gonna be on the Porch Boys podcast. We should fucking relax, guys. And they're like, no, fuck it.
Newsom
Yeah,
and
dude,
Harris share a laugh after they realize they are both trying out for the role of Joker in the new Batman movie. Onlookers realize they have no chance at landing the role with these two highly qualified actors applying.
Nice, dude. I like it.
Here we go.
Also, Quest. Hang on, real quick. Quest is saying, share that on Twitter. Seawall, DM him. So DM Quest Seawall
original
on
image?
Twitter. I think so.
No, I think it's the link to
Or the link, one of those.
description,
Yeah, let's hit him. Let him respond. Let Quest respond. So Quest, tell us. Yeah, let us know which one you want: the original image or the thread.
Well, yeah, he wants to caption the image and post his reply, I'm sure.
But we did. Yeah, I mean, we're just being like.
I'm actually
doing
being I'm
the,
being a
the
pal,
chat.
and I'm putting both. He's got both.
Nice, dude. Look at you, Seawall, being useful and shit. God, what would we do without you, man?
Not have a
Probably
podcast.
just like not have a podcast. Is what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I am the IT division.
None of our wonderful
That's right.
audience would be able to enjoy our sultry voices.
Yeah,
And
we would
my-
have a very
my-
small audience for a very small amount of time. Like basically like an episode, maybe two.
Yep.
And now we're well into our fourth episode, I think. Yeah,
Are
fourth.
we?
Yes.
And we got
God,
five
you've had me for a
crazies.
month.
And we got 5 crazies watching us right now and 5 likes.
And six likes on my screen over here.
Oh.
We got 6
my-
likes over here,
I'm
dude.
one of the people watching,
Guys,
by the way.
If you haven't liked already, make sure you like. All right, do that thing. Do the like thing. Do the subscribe thing. Do the share thing.
God,
do
how
all
far?
those things.
How long have we been on now?
2 hours, 20 minutes.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Jesus Christ!
dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're pretty good
Yep.
at this, dude.
Oh man, dude,
I think it's time
alright.
to pull the e-brake, boys.
I'm
Oh man, all right.
afraid you're probably right. It's been a long podcast.
Play us out, Johnny.
Holy crap!
What, I'm playing this out. No.
Well, thank you anyone who wanted to. Yeah,
To be
stick
here, man.
around for all that.
We got 5 people watching, man. I'm saying that's not a bad.
I'm-
For I mean that's what 25%.
Not 90 minutes
No.
is a little more reasonable. I'm just saying, what is that?
Yeah, but it's hard.
140
It's hard to hit
minutes.
that when we're like talking amongst ourselves. Like it's hard
Yeah,
to
but we
keep
don't
it
have
on.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to have as many things to cut through. I get it. We're gonna work these kinks out. Don't worry.
Yes.
We're gonna work these kinks out as we go and allow for more like, speaking. What's the word I'm thinking of? I keep thinking surreptitiously, but that's not the word. What's the word I'm thinking of? Extraneously.
Yeah,
and like
extraneous.
extraneously. That's the word I'm thinking of. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Doing that.
As Saint put it.
Oh my god.
Weeb
That's really good.
adjacent. Weeb adjacent.
Dumb and Dumber. I like it, dude. Yeah. But yeah. So we gotta allow more time for that. So we're working out the kinks and the timing of the podcast. We'll get it done though, for sure. Weeb adjacent, John. Weeb adjacent. You know what, Saint? Fuck you. All right. I am not Weeb adjacent.
Is Warhammer
In fact,
weeb adjacent?
Yes.
I am so anti-weeb that I am above any and all suspicion of being a weeb. Okay. All right. Let's make sure we have that clear.
And then at some point we go and visit. I find the body pillows that he tries to hide.
Well, he's not
You
wrong.
find the
There's a lot
waifu
of
pillows.
there's a lot of crossover between.
There definitely is, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
mean, the
of
fucking
course.
Tau are the weebs of 40K.
So there's a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of
but
crossover in just about every.
I mean,
No,
for
of
God's
course there
sakes,
is.
there are cat girls in 40K.
I mean, there's cat girls in D&D as well. If you
Yeah.
make one, I mean,
Yeah.
Extemporaneously.
extemporaneous. I
Yeah.
can never remember that
Yeah.
word, man. That word eludes me every goddamn time.
Yep.
I try and think of it, and I'm like, I'm a fucking retard. But it just turns out it's just an impossible word, and like, fuck whoever made that word. I mean, I don't know
Well-
what ancient fuck made that word, but fuck them and everything they believed in, because I hate them.
And
So there you go.
on that
You
note, we
hate
gotta get fucking right off at this
I do.
point. So John,
Yes, let's
Johnny
fuck
boy,
off.
play us out.
Oh
does he?
shit,
Do you do
guys!
that? Does
I
John
will do that right now. I'm doing it right
Okay.
now. So, guys, if you enjoyed what you heard and or saw tonight, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that share button, especially the share button, because that helps us out a ton. We're a super small podcast, and we don't grow unless you say so. So please say so. We beg you. So make sure you do that. All of our links to our stuff is done in the description. We've got our links to our Twitter, which is at the Porch Bois. We've got our Discord server, which is awesome and full of like way spicy. If you like the memes for tonight and you're like, that's not spicy enough, guess what? Go over there and you'll be
Whoa.
satisfied. I promise.
Spice.
All right.
Spice levels.
The spice flows in the Discord
The
server.
spice
Just to let you know right
always
now.
flows.
The spice will always flow in the Discord server, okay?
As
As it
long
should
as I'm
be, of
not
course.
banned.
Right, as long as the Mijjt's not banned. And then we've also got the Buy Me a Coffee, which has been used tonight and is awesome. We appreciate you, Quest, and your support. You have been awesome. If anyone else wants to support, there's different levels of support you can give there, and you get different perks because of it. Or you can just donate towards our $100 goal, which is still going, which I believe we're at $85 for, $90 maybe now after Quest gave money. Once we hit that, then I personally, I can't guarantee that anyone else will be there. I can't speak for my other co-hosts, but since it is it's a grandfathered in perk, I guess, from the last podcast. Once we hit $100, I will personally be doing a drunk gaming stream with the people who supported us. So it's up to my co-hosts currently if they want to join or not, but I will definitely be doing that. So as soon as we hit 100, which I think we're only 10 away, we'll be doing that.
Right.
So yeah, make sure you give to that, and thank you for the support.
Oh, hey, we've got a new Discord server member.
Oh, do we?
Yes, indeed. One of our this evening's audience.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I love when that happens.
TKZ.
Oh, KDZ. Yeah, KDZ. I
KDZ.
recognize KDZ from Steven's channel.
Paste.
Yes, so we're gonna give her the pleb role, as everyone who first comes in gets the pleb role.
And I'm going to
And,
give
there
it
you
a
go.
based reaction.
Nice, dude. Nice. Love it. All right, so welcome, KDZ. Anyone else who wants to join? Again, link is in the description. Make sure you check us out there. Make sure you, again, like, subscribe, share, all that bullshit. And we will see you guys next week. And if you join those things, we'll see you in between. Boys, last
Good
words.
night. Well, I appreciate everyone joining, and I'm glad we reached more folks. And welcome back to the club. We'll all interconnect and support one another, as is the way of the future, because God forbid things get any worse before they get better. All right, you guys. I think that's I'm suddenly feeling very, very tired.
My final words is Chiron lives.
Good.
I don't know what that means, so great.
Have a good night, y'all.
Good
All
night,
right, see you
everyone.
guys.